Hello, you're watching Stretford Paddock. We're here for the watch along for Man United versus Norwich. I'm joined today by Ronaldo, Alex, and Ryan. How you doing, lads?
Not bad. All right.
Everyone's in a good mood at Stretford Paddock today. You wouldn't
Brilliant.
believe how happy everyone is. Excited, ready to go.
Buzzing.
We've been absolutely buzzing for this.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I feel like I'm in what's the word? Antarctica.
yeah, he thinks
Antarctica.
It's not. It's sweaty.
Antarctica.
Boiling.
Wait, how do you pronounce that?
Antarctica.
Yeah, we're just in the Premier League
freezing.
table there. United not really in the top half at the moment.
No.
But I think if we win this game today, we might be. Is that right?
One
We go up to seventh?
win by one goal, go to seventh.
Well, you have to win by one goal if you win, so we go up to seventh if we win.
True.
What's everyone thinking? What's everyone's score predictions for today? What do we think is gonna happen?
I think 3-1 United.
3-1 United.
I went 1-0 United.
I think
I predict.
I think it's
gonna be
tough.
scrappy.
I think it's
scrappy.
2-1.
I'm trying to
horrible.
convince myself we're going to win 2-1, but I can just see a 1-1.
But Norwich are a bit crap, aren't they?
So we.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're not going to get the
No.
Norwich that lost to Villa. Are we? We're going to get the Norwich that beat City. We're going to get the best possible version of Norwich turning up.
How
today.
long's it been since Pookie's not scored?
Oh, don't
No,
say
as I
that.
said,
I've still got me in
I
my
don't say
fantasy
that. As I
team.
said with Carroll Road, right?
Yeah.
I just feel like it's always an open game.
It is, isn't it?
always
Well,
on that.
maybe we've actually got a lineup that can sort of exploit that open game for the first time in a while.
Well, this
As
is-
we've seen the team news here, we've got Anthony Martial coming back in after his injury, his first start since that injury in the Premier League. What do we think to the lineup? It's that back force kind of picks itself at the moment. Although maybe you would have liked to have seen
Same Man United.
Brandon Williams.
Yeah,
But
I
other
like
than that, I
seeing him.
think it's a team that people have been asking for. But Pereira, not always so sure about him. But I think that front three, I think there's chances. I think there's goals in there. I'd like to see Rashford back out on the left. I'd like to see Martial back up front.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely. That's what we've been hoping for.
Yeah.
But I thought we'd beat three at the back still. I'm
Yeah.
surprised he's changed away from that. I mean, it seems strange to do 2 games, which, especially the away game at Belgrade, where it didn't really need 3 at the back, to do that. I thought that was going to be it for a while.
Yeah, it
to
was
be
like
honest.
he was. Yeah, it's a bit weird that it was almost, like I said, almost an unnecessary use of the 3 at the back there. And for us then
So I
to
think the Liverpool
revert.
game was, you could see it as one-time thing and then move back away from
Yeah.
it. But to do it in Belgrade, you kind of thought, well, he might stick with this for a bit, at least while Pogba's out anyway.
Well, maybe he
where-
thought because he was playing with the youngsters, he played with Williams, he played with Garner.
Yeah, maybe
That
a
he
bit-
thought, we'll
of
support them,
protection
but
there.
with an
Yeah.
extra defender in there.
How many games do you reckon United have won when Ashley Young's been captain?
He's been captain for a lot of games. That's
I
the
know.
thing. Probably 20. I don't know how many times he's been captain. 50.
A lot. It's worrying, isn't it?
Yeah, he's been captain a lot. Yeah, let us know what your score predictions are in the comments. Jacob OC saying 1-1. Legendary, someone saying, where's Howson? Don't know. We don't know where he is. We've lost him.
We've lost him.
We-
He may or may not be with some big Geordie lad somewhere.
worry about that,
but
though.
Don't worry
Ignore
about that. Ignore
Big
them.
What?
How are they watching? We're at the game.
We're there,
We've got
yeah.
a very special setup in one of the boxes at the game. Carroll Road is just in front of us. I'm a bit worried about this. I'm worried about this game. United don't.
We shouldn't be.
win games
We
away.
shouldn't be worried about Norwich.
What's the last game that United
We
have played
shouldn't,
where
but-
fans haven't been worried? Think about it. It's not. They've not exactly filled us with much
I
confidence.
didn't really care about the Astana
Yeah.
game. Me and you went to, which is kind of
Astana. Yeah, but
How was that?
because if
Borat FC.
it was dead quiet and
Did
everyone.
we draw that game?
No, we won.
Oh, we won again.
Of course, we
that's
won.
when Mason Greenwood
We
scored,
scraped.
wasn't it?
We scraped the win
it.
against-
It wasn't convincing.
Nothing wrong with scraping a win, though.
No.
I don't think. Every now and again,
Daisy Rose going for 2-0.
2-0. Yeah.
Hoping that's to us.
I mean, I take. Well, it says 0-2, and we're the away
Yeah.
team, so you'd hope
yeah,
so.
you'd hope so.
But unless you're putting sort of United first as a United fan,
Yeah.
I reckon we're going to win. I think Martial's going to score. I think Rashford's going to look good. You're not
You're
confident
a lot
at all,
more
are you?
confident than me.
Yeah.
I'm not holding hard any hope for this game.
Really?
But that's
Everyone's
partly
so
because
down.
if we do win, I'll be like,
Everyone's so down and stressed, aren't they?
I'm kind of thinking.
I
'cause
look forward to it. Do people let us know in the comments? Have you stopped looking forward to Man United games, or do you still look? I still look forward to it. It's still like the highlight of my week, waiting for the United game.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the games. I love it.
I'm
still.
just more tentative when it gets here because
Yeah, I'm not as
It's not-
confident that we're going to win, but I still look forward to the game itself. I love it. You see, as we see the team on the screen, I think that's about as strong a lineup as we can put together at the moment. Obviously, no Pogba.
I had a
there,
feeling
but other
Lingard
than
was going
that-
to start today for some
What,
reason.
ahead of Pereira, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. But I
He
think
likes Pereira to have
Yeah.
shots from 40 yards away.
Yeah,
when
no, we need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
It was weird because the first
Happy
30
with
minutes of the Liverpool game, he had a few shots, and then
He settled
after
into
that,
it.
he sort of settled in and
He
looked
was
really
really
good.
He was really good.
But hopefully, he'll be a bit less wasteful with the ball.
We could get 2 penalties again from Jacob OC.
That's the only way we score, really, isn't it? Yeah, that's true. We could do is scoring a couple of goals from open play.
Who's the lad that doesn't like Martial that you always...
Jacob OC.
Jacob OC, yeah.
So he's probably having a panic attack now.
You're back, Martial's back. He must be just...
Yeah, Ronaldo, you've been gone for a while, mate. Is it good to be back? You come back on a great day.
You're absolutely buzzing to be back by the looks of it.
And
Look at him.
I've had an eventful weekend, let's say.
Go on then, talk us through your eventful weekend as kickoff arrives here. Got a bit...
No, it's all right.
I don't want to talk about it.
I want to talk about
It's
it.
exciting, but you can't.
He's
talk
had a
about
couple.
it. He
He's
got
had a
into
couple of bits.
a bit of a scary patch last night.
Doing a watch
Let's
long
just say that.
of limited sleep, let's say.
Limited sleep.
okay.
That sounds fun though.
We're doing a minute's silence here. I don't quite know.
So not for that Leicester. Oh, I was going to say it might be for the Leicester chairman, but I don't really see how that affects anyone
No.
else
Not
apart
sure
from
what it's
Leicester.
for.
No.
Looks like there's a lot of old ex-Norwich players. And Delia's there.
She's of course she's at every game, and she's
Loves it.
still there.
Absolutely loves it.
Is this a moment of silence or a moment of
A moment of
frozen?
free- I can still hear it.
Yeah.
I can hear the game.
Yeah.
But the video seems to have frozen slightly. I don't know. I always look forward to watching my boyhood club. I assume you mean Man United. I always look forward to watching United as well,
Give it a shake,
regardless
Cal.
of how crap we are.
Yeah.
I think we're going to win today. I'm looking forward to it. I think we're going to win. We're going to overcome what has been a pretty tough time in the last few months. I think the game midweek will actually help, even though we didn't look that good. I think just getting that win, first away win in 6 months, I think that can't help but make our chances of winning today better than they were before. Oh, the game's back on. Look at this. Look at this. We ain't got any beers today or anything, have we? No beers,
no beer,
snacks.
no.
I don't drink beer unless it's ginger beer.
What's your favourite ginger beer? What's that one in that brown bottle called? Old Jamaica? Is that
Yeah,
what
the
it's
old
called?
Jamaican one's the only one.
Is that the boy?
That
is that the one?
Is that the one you have to go to?
That's the only one that is ginger beer, really, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Then.
Any other ginger beer is
What
not.
about you? Don't like a Fentimans ginger beer or something? Is that a bit like?
Is that like American root beer or something? Is that?
No, it's in like a glass bottle.
Do you actually drink root
Just
beer?
sort of
Edgy.
middle class ginger beer.
No,
In Alex?
not. I don't think there was many people drinking root beer, but
Have you tasted
it's
root beer?
It's disgusting. It's
Oh, I
horrid.
love it.
What does it
No,
taste
it's
like?
horrid.
I like
horrid.
it. It's like imagine like toothpaste and like some kind of soap mixed together.
together.
It's
You
just
very,
said that was
it's very
delicious.
like earthy and floral at the same time. if you
Apparently-
like
So
root.
people drink it just for what reason? Like,
I think people drink it, but it's just like not the most popular. It's like Cherryade over here. Like people have it, but you don't see Cherryade
No,
in
it's
everyone's
not.
house.
no,
Bouncing
but you're
about.
basically making out like root beer taste like terrible.
Well, I'm not. I like it.
I
He's
don't
making
know.
it
It's
like
disgusting.
terrible.
I can't
It's quite a
stand it.
strange flavour, so
It
you
is.
can either like it
You'll
or you
love it,
don't
you
like
hate it.
it.
It's like the Marmite of drinks.
Scousers one down, lol. Apparently.
That's always good to
That's
see.
Yeah,
That's
I think
brilliant
so.
to see.
We like to see that.
If they
Yeah.
don't win the league this year, it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, they're so
It's
good at
gonna
not
be-
winning the league, and yet somehow I still think they're going to win the league.
They've actually been so lucky so
Oh,
far.
it's Tottenham though, isn't it? I know they're good. They're not good, but they're kind of at least.
Harry Kane as well.
Harry Kane, Harry Kewell.
In my fantasy team, great.
Is it?
Yeah.
What does everyone think to fantasy league? Every year,
think
I
it's
make a
based-
team. I'm so excited.
based-
Season starts. Forget about it.
It's based on luck.
I can't get into my account for it. I changed
Why?
my password. I can't
Ah,
remember what
right.
it was.
That's the.
So can you not rechange it?
No,
No.
forget password.
I've
not
tried
letting
to
you.
do it, and they've said they've sent me an email like 50 times, and I've never received one. So I've just sort of given up on it.
You good? Stuart Atwell, the referee.
Use the dodgy email.
Yeah, is it someone else's email?
Oh, it's mine. It's mine.
Is it?
And I actually know I've had Martial in there from the start, and he's been out since Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
not
you're way
ideal.
behind at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. I just get bored of it.
Yeah,
like
so after like 1 week.
after a week or so.
Yeah. 'Cause I just
I'm
like
not
watching
doing
the
that
games.
badly, but just
Just obviously.
Does everyone use the Premier League fantasy?
Yeah.
I used to use the Sky
People used the
Sports one.
Sun one, didn't they, for years, and then the Sky one.
I remember as a kid we used the Telegraph one. My
Really?
year 6 teacher
That's how
got
you
us
know
into
it.
the Telegraph
A
one.
posh school, innit?
Yeah, yeah. You
Telegraph.
just
one.
loved that. I think that was the original fantasy football.
Probably. Ball strokes
Martial.
Martial. It's good forward passing.
Martial in the
already
left
from
channel
United.
already. Shock.
Yeah.
Ollie's been hyping up Martial the last couple of days.
Yeah,
You've seen
hasn't
him
he?
like saying how
Talking-
good he is.
Yeah. Like he's the next
like
Ronaldo. McTominay
McTominay.
playing the ball out wide. Wan-Bissaka.
That's where he's got to do better for me, really. That's why I don't
Firmino.
think
How can someone be an ex-winger
they
and
can't
be
cross the
so
ball. It's
awkward
weird, isn't
in
it?
the final
Well, there's a
third?
reason he didn't make it as a winger, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
but he was an academy player as a winger, though.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
he must have had something about
Yeah.
him. But he
He must
Yeah,
have
I
been
don't
a
think
he
that's
must have been a Milner winger,
Yeah, probably.
I don't
just
think
there to track back.
that's where I don't think he quite fits in the if we do 3 at the back, having Wan-Bissaka on the right hand side there.
Or as a
probably
wing back, he's not really. That's more Dalot kind of thing.
Yeah, I think so. I think you could probably play Wan-Bissaka as the right centre half, to be honest.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that, to be honest, but it's just like, whoa, ball into Martial just over his head
good
there.
ball.
That's the first time in about 2 months we've seen one of United's strikers challenging for a header from across. Like every other time, they either rely on the defenders missing it, or they're just nowhere near it. Rashford doesn't hardly even jump for headers.
Yeah, they're more like reactive rather than like instinctive kind of thing.
That was good there, Martial.
Yeah.
Even just jumping for it was a start. Steve Bruce is a Norwich legend. All right.
Jacob O.C. Tell Ronaldo I wish Martial all the best.
Oh, tell me yourself.
Tell me yourself. Yeah, say it to his face, Jacob, mate. Are you scared of him? McTominay. What do you think to McTominay? Fred is a little holding.
Fred worries me. He worries me every time he plays.
Martial hat trick, Jacob.
Take it.
Good to see.
Fred's got
Ryan
a
as well
clanger
for
in him,
the
hasn't he?
fantasy team as well. Then
Fred's got a misplaced pass in him or two.
He's had a
You know what
few
it is?
games.
I think it's a concentration thing with him.
Yeah.
I think he just gets lackadaisical with like his technique.
Yeah, I agree.
That's all it is. I think that's all technique is, like consistency in that.
Because his touch and his awareness and his dribbling is really.
Well, when he
good.
first
If
came
you've
in
got
that
the ability
pre-season-
and then you do like misplaced passes and stuff, that just
when he
your
first
attention to detail's not there. You just
when he
kinda
first
think,
came
I'm
in
just
that
gonna-
pre-season
Yeah.
under Mourinho, he looked sharp. He looked like he was gonna look like the reason why City wanted him as well.
Yeah, you could see.
And then just
City
nothing.
wanted him because he played for Shakhtar Donetsk, and Shakhtar Donetsk are in City's Champions
City
League
just
group
play him
every single year.
They are again, aren't they?
Yeah.
I can't believe what.
I
How
don't
is
know.
that
That's 3.
possible?
Is that 3 years in a row?
It's certainly like 3 of the last 4 years, I think. If it's not 3
There's
years
something
in a row.
dodgy going on there. Isn't
Yeah, some sort of like ticket allocations or something. Ukraine.
Yeah, Ukraine's.
Don't know. Something's going on there. But yeah, you could like
John
you said,
Wick, probably high table.
He's
crested
in
it.
there. He's
the high table.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I said, you could see why City would want him. There's that kind of really good touch, good vision, a big engine on him. He can run up and down all day. But like I said, he just seems to lack that concentration and that 90 minutes of I know what I'm doing. I'm making the right decision. He just drops off a bit, and I don't know whether that's because he's not been playing enough. Because throughout the 2 years he's been at United, or year and a bit that he's been at United,
And they've tried him
He's
in-
never been fully first choice, has he?
No.
For 10 games in a row.
No, they've tried him in all as well. They've had him
Wow.
in 3, tried him in
Burst.
2. Is that Max Aarons?
I don't know. He's just gone flying
He's
past.
just flying there.
Ball
Oh,
into
shit.
the box there. Oh, who's that?
was a chance.
Who's that?
Cantwell.
They should score there.
Yeah. 10 yards out.
He was the lad
Norwich
that
City.
United were linked
He
to.
made McTominay look like he was running in quicksand.
It's like
Yeah.
McTominay
Running through
stood him up
custard.
like he was going to try and jockey
just
him,
didn't-
and then didn't go with him when he went past
leave
him. Ashley Young well
They
out
should
of position
score
there. They really should get it. I mean, there's no excuse not to have a shot on target there.
Oh yeah. By the way,
Bowles
on
done
the who has watched John Wick? Oh, obvious.
I've watched the first one.
Watch
Have you,
what?
John Wick.
Don't ruin it because I need to see two.
You've never watched it.
I've not watched it either.
It's like one of the
You're right,
greatest movie franchises out there for action. I think John
Yeah.
Wick.
The,
1, 2,
the
and 3.
first one's
It's a
brilliant. I want to see the other two.
No, but it's because I was going to ask you. Do you think? Obviously, I don't know if I can say this on camera. Do you think there actually is like a high table?
What is that, like a sort of Illuminati type?
kind of thing? Like you've got
think
prime ministers
there
and
might be a
presidents, and you think there's like a thing above it.
I think there might be in football. I don't think in like politics and stuff. I think there
think there could
might
be.
be a dodgy thing going on in football.
I mean, there's certainly big, powerful companies.
So you
that,
don't think
that
there's stuff?
donate a lot of
They're
money to
definitely-
politicians? And I'm sure
it's
they
not
discuss it with
politicians,
each other.
presidents, prime ministers that run the country.
Yeah, well, there's people.
Because I remember my
are
history
above that,
teacher
aren't they?
basically saying that it's not run by like politicians; it's run by big business and company owners.
Well, you look at the donations, especially in America, the donations to politicians, they all come from
that's
big
ridiculous.
companies that
Yeah.
basically pay money to get legislation that they
Yeah,
want
that's where
passed. Let us know in the comments if you think there's an Illuminati or high table or
Anything
deep
like that.
state or any of these things. Let us know who you think runs it and what kind of influence they have on the world.
If you think there's a cabal or not,
Yeah, or just a kebab or something, because I like a kebab. To be
Oh,
honest.
dude, come on.
Yeah. Where can I watch the game? Don't know. You're gonna have to be at Carrow Road like us, lads. We've paid a lot of money for this box.
Yeah.
Just to get our background put up
I
in
know,
the box
yeah.
and everything. It costs a lot of money.
Paying the arse to transfer down. So
Yeah, exactly.
we've got VR.
we are the
Carrow Road,
ARFs.
Carrow Road VR.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it? That'd be good, actually. Pretend you're at the game.
That would probably
Get a
exist.
3D model of the
It'll exist
pitch.
soon. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can
Seen,
watch games via
There's a
VR.
couple of on BT Sport you can do that. You can click and be like by the side of the pitch.
And you're looking like Mourinho's on the touchline and stuff.
Yeah.
That's good. Where do you think Mourinho's going to end up next?
Arsenal.
Dortmund, Tottenham.
I think Arsenal.
No, I don't think so.
He can't. After,
You don't
after
suit-
the
you don't
amount he
suit-
fucking took the piss out of Arsene Wenger for 5 years, surely he can't be Arsenal
He
manager.
doesn't suit Arsenal, innit?
Just
Spurs
runs
doing
into
this
it.
way.
Spurs is just... He got pissed off at Woodward for not buying the players he wanted. You don't get anyone at Spurs. Every
But
2
he's
years
walked,
you
to be
get
fair
one
though, he's
£50 million
walking into a
player.
squad that's...
Daniel Levy is the most tight chairman.
Yeah, he's done well though, to be fair to him. But yeah, he is. He's like ridiculous.
He's got better recently, but
Jake Bosey, I think there's a conspiracy behind the conspiracy. There you go.
What do you think that
Not
is?
a clue what that
capitalism
means.
is a crime.
Do you think it's big companies putting out the idea that they run everything so that they're deflected from people like politicians who actually run everything? Don't know. Watching on Bein Sports 7.
I think there's a conspiracy behind a conspiracy.
Yeah,
That's some Inception quote or something.
Yeah.
probably. Capitalism is a crime.
So, cross in.
Speaking of crimes, the stream's gone off. If our producer
Stream?
could help us out. Cheers, mate.
Stream.
Yeah. What's
Sorry,
the-
when I say stream, there's a little stream that
There's a-
runs.
yeah, there's a curtain in
just
front of us
Carrow Road.
being
You can't
put
see it.
down.
There's a freshwater stream, and it stopped running.
And it starts running. And when
In the
it's-
meantime,
when
give
that
us a
starts
like.
running, the game stops.
Yeah, give us a like on the
Yeah.
video. That'd be lovely. People want us to believe in a certain conspiracy. When it's exposed and removed, a new world order will be created with a little winking face. I don't agree with that at all.
I think...
I do think sometimes, though, companies and governments do invent conspiracies to keep people guessing. I definitely
Yeah,
think that's possible.
I just have too many other things to worry about than all this.
Yeah,
I think if
you
you start
can't-
thinking about this stuff, then
There's no point worrying
It's
about
head
it.
will- your head will melt.
Yeah, it's like we'll never really know, but it's just funny to think about, innit?
yeah.
Obviously, humans are always fascinated with the unknown.
Yeah, that's
Because the
true.
fact that you don't know makes it interesting.
Arsenal winning 2-0.
Who they play?
Oh, that's good.
They're playing
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace, yeah. Socrates and David Luiz, just two centre-backs scoring a couple of goals there.
Aubameyang, brilliant. Aguero's had a bad 2 weeks as well.
What, not playing, is he?
He's not played though. He's like not started both games and came on like 20 minutes. Both.
Ridiculous. Imagine if we had a player like Aguero and he didn't
Basically,
start.
didn't play.
They've got a Premier League great.
It's amazing now. I think he's. I mean, obviously, he's a City player, so I don't love saying how good he is. But like you said, he's a Premier League great, one of the best strikers.
And doesn't look off the pace at all, ever.
No.
And he's like, oh yeah, I'll just
one of the
leave
best
him out
Premier
for
League
2
strikers
games.
ever. Probably the third best Premier League striker ever.
It's weird though because a lot of his early career game was basically predicated on his little bit of like sharpness, like burst of acceleration, stuff like that.
But he's still
Still
got that
quality.
quickness, that acceleration. He just doesn't have that like over 50 meters. He doesn't quite have that speed anymore. But that mental agility, he's still got that.
I think he's like seasoned. He's like just become like seasoned, where he doesn't really need to be like mad athletic to score.
And like his position is so good, and the way City create chances, his positioning and finishing and
It's an
combination
absolute
is just enough to get him through in it. But he's never scored 30 goals in a
Ashley
season, has he?
Young.
Come on, Ashley. Come on,
Yeah, he
Ashley,
has.
then. Has he?
He has.
Never 30 Premier League goals.
Not 30 Premier League goals, but I think only
Fair
like
for the majority.
Who's that, Pereira?
I feel like only 4 players or something have done that ever.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? That's
Suarez,
like Ronaldo,
Ronaldo,
Shearer.
And
Henry.
No, it was. I don't
That
think
was
Shearer
no,
did it.
Salah.
I think Kevin Phillips had 30
Kevin
goals.
Phillips
as
did do it 2001.
well. What a player.
Wait, did he do it in an era
Did Van
when it
Nistelrooy
was
never do
more
it?
games?
2001? No, 2001 was still...
Yeah, Premier League.
I don't think Van Nistelrooy did it.
No. It's hard to do, isn't it? Rooney never did it.
You see, Gary Neville last week said that United were a better team without Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah.
Which was... He said we only won 1 title with him and said that the reason why was that we were playing with a 9.
Well, no, I think because that period where we didn't win, that was a rebuild there.
Yeah.
Bringing
And he was
Ronaldo
kind
and
of...
Rooney.
And then they binned him off and brought in Louis Saha.
But also,
madness.
it's hard to say. You can say that looking back, but at the time, Arsenal's team was so good. Like they had
And that
Vieira, Bergkamp, Henry,
and then there
Pires, Ljungberg.
And
like,
also that was when Mourinho first took over Chelsea and they had a quality team as well at that point.
Yeah.
So
You went from Arsenal, one of the best.
We still
Premier League
finished
teams ever,
second
to
every
Chelsea,
year.
one of the best Premier League teams ever. Like it was always going to be hard, even with a more creative number 9.
Yeah.
I think it was always going to be difficult to win stuff. We were quite poor in Europe over those years, which was an issue. Oh, good turn there by Pereira. United breaking out on the left-hand side with Rashford, who just sort of slowed the play down a little bit, come inside, through to Martial, and ball gets
Good ball,
intercepted there.
Unlucky there.
Good idea, but he sort of took a bit too long with it, didn't
it is end to end.
he? Yeah.
Ronaldo called it. Loves it at Carrow Road. Wan-Bissaka
Noticed that Martial is out on the wing most of the game so far. I think he's just making runs into the channels rather than playing on the wing, as we saw there.
Left channel.
Yeah, I think him and Rashford are gonna
alternate slightly. But as they broke out, then we saw that more traditional 3 going forward with Martial as the main striker.
The 3 at the back made us look slightly dangerous against Liverpool.
I think it only worked against them though because the amount of space they had in behind.
I think he said as well. I think the fact you could leave 2 up top then doing that, and also our wing backs pegged their 2 full backs back a bit more and could press them without the worry of.
And that works as well for Liverpool because they break and they attack so much with those wing backs. That's a sort of thing you need to cut out more, obviously, than you do with Norwich, who, I think we don't need to do that as much, but we don't seem to make any chances, do we? No matter who's playing.
No.
It's just the midfield.
Massively missing Pogba.
Issue, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, my mate said to me today, do you think it's going to be McTominay, Fred and Pereira? And I was like, that's such a depressing midfield, isn't it?
I know. And
I think McTominay's good. I think, to be honest, I think all 3 of them could be squad players, but as the 3 is worrying. Isn't it?
It's weird because under Ferguson for many years, it seemed like our midfield was poor. And then we brought in loads of midfielders trying to make up for it.
Yeah, well, I think
Schneidlin, Schweinsteiger, Matic, Pogba,
Herrera,
Fred. Like, we've brought in a lot of central midfielders.
It's just not worked.
The ones that did work, Herrera, we let him go. Matic is
Blind was a big mistake for me. Letting Blind go.
Yeah. I think Blind either goes in at left back in this game, or he definitely fits in midfield.
Yeah, he'd be playing as a central midfielder, I think.
He'd probably play at left centre. He'd probably do all right next to Maguire as centre half.
If you look at who we've let go in midfield, like Herrera and Blind, if you kept
still cold, the lad.
them 2 alongside Pogba in a 3-man midfield, I think the balance of that would have been mint.
Yeah, I can feel a breeze coming down on me.
Should we have a bit warm for you? Let's get some warmth in. Let's turn up to 25. That'll do you.
Yeah, that'll do me.
25 degrees. That's nice. That's a nice temperature there.
Mo asking how we're doing. We're doing all right. It's a bit of an open game, to be honest, but
quite an open match.
Just not created
anything.
It's a bit
clear it's not
yet. It's scrappy, innit?
Neither teams really took hold the initiative or whatever.
No real chances for
United. They're getting in down our left side though.
Norwich had a half chance.
Where Ashley Young is playing.
And Rashford down that side isn't the most defensive, is he?
No. Although he's
and Fred there as well. That's that 3 compared to what it should be.
Quickly onto Maguire, isn't it? When they start breaking down the right. Yeah. It's just a bit same again, isn't it?
Same as all. Yeah.
It's going to take a while, isn't it? It's just going to take a while before we start making chances consistently.
I think we just need to.
We should get used to it.
Get used to us being a bit shit.
Yeah. Get used to it, enjoy it.
I feel like we've got used to it.
There's no point moaning about everyone's moaning about we need to get rid of Wood, but it's just not going to.
I feel like we've got used to it by now, though.
Are you used to it now? Do you think? You're ready for us to be bad again every week.
Just got to finish in the top half of the table, really.
Yeah. Oh, top half. It's good, isn't it? It's getting worse.
Top half and a cup run. That's what we're after.
Yeah, we're Wigan. That's who we are. Oh, if we can win a couple of games in the Carling Cup and we can finish top half, that's a successful season. We're Hull.
No, we're more Bournemouth.
Wigan's a bit of an extreme one.
Yeah. Well, they won the cup.
Wigan's,
they did get relegated.
Wigan's,
Would you take that?
No.
Wigan's best sports team is a rugby team.
That's true. Whoa. Was that Pereira?
Daniel,
Every time we try and make that forward pass, it's just getting intercepted, isn't it?
Yeah.
Daniel said Depay was a massive mistake. We've hung on to average young players for years who were nowhere near his potential.
I think Memphis suffered from Rashford coming through when he did. Because obviously, it was never Van Gaal was never going to leave Rashford out the way he was playing.
I think he'd have got a game now. I just don't think he was never going to play for Mourinho. He was too all Mourinho's players in every team he's had, especially the wide players, work the bollocks off, and Depay just wasn't that player. He can only probably in a Mourinho team. There's probably only going to be one luxury
Mourinho's
player.
A future destroyer though. Gets rid of young players, signs old players in their peak, and then then when they age, he like I want to leave, and then leave the team with old.
If you look at the way he's left his team, like Real Madrid didn't get to a Champions League semi-final for 6 years.
But if he was in a bit longer, he would have got rid of Martial and
we're all right. We're okay. Don't worry.
Rid of Martial and Pogba.
Yeah. And then what would we be looking at?
Yeah. Mourinho's one of those, you either have to go with him 100% and just allow him to bring in 28, 29, 30-year-olds, and hopefully you win a league
again not getting the cross in.
Or you have to get rid of him. You can't sort of
because you
go
can't
in
say
half and half, can you? Because you end up, like you said, you lose all your best players and he never replaces them in time.
He brought through a lot of relatively young players, you know.
Yeah.
Did you not give Varane his debut at Madrid as well?
Yeah, you know, I don't think he was afraid to that, but I think he just had very high standards for his players.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing as well. It's easy to bring players like not that I'm not giving him any credit for it, but a player as talented as Varane, it's easy to bring through players like that. And it's like, how many players did he bring through where he gave him a chance and they weren't quite good enough, but he had to replace him and then he replaced him properly? Like that's not what he's good at, is it?
No.
You see someone with Varane's quality, you see someone with Rashford's quality. Like, it doesn't take a brain surgeon.
Are you logged into the YouTube there, Callum? There's just a few spam in there. Spammage.
Yeah, it's been pretty standard United so far. Not much going on.
Alfie said,
get Ibra on loan.
I don't know.
Would you take Ibra on loan?
No.
It's not the fact that
probably will come in January.
He could probably still do a job. It's just the fact that
we can get in now, can't we?
No, you can't.
You're allowed to sign free agents outside the transfer window. Rashford,
good football that.
Good play there. Ball around the corner from, was it James or was it Martial?
Martial linking
good
up
play on
there.
the edge of the box with the resulting in Rashford taking a shot from sort of
and
the
that is
corner
what we've
of the
missed, you know, a bit of
box.
quality, someone that can pass a ball in the
Just
final
hits
third.
Tim Krul in the legs and goes out for a throw in for Man United. But good bit of play there. United's first even sort of half chance of the game. McTominay swings the ball in, headed out by a Norwich defender there. Fred picks it up. Back to Ibrahimovic then. You can sign a free agent when the transfer window's shut, can't you?
Yeah,
I think so, but I think he's probably still registered till January
with LA.
With LA Galaxy or
so
something like that.
Why wouldn't you take him then?
I think we need someone that, because like we're so easy to defend against, just like let us cross it. Let us cross it because we know there's not one player that's going to win a header. Yeah. So that's why you look at, they let Wan-Bissaka, they let Ashley Young have the ball, not because, I mean, they're not the best crossers in the first place, but they just let them have it because they know that
we've got no threat. We've got no threat. Even if it's a really decent, good cross,
you know, I think Rashford scored one header in his entire career.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the cross. We saw the cross score against Liverpool. The goal against Liverpool came from a cross, but it was a low cross that relied on good movement rather than. Of course, I can't remember the last time our strikers won a header.
Goal!
How did that not go in?
Tim Krul is just one
nearly scored from
He's
a head.
crap goalkeeper who's 50 years old, but every time United play against him, he makes like 9 saves. He does it every single time.
He's a decent.
He has a game or
that's
two.
Look at that. Rashford there.
He has a game or two like that a season.
Yeah,
Rashford just chests it in.
One of them against United. Rashford chesting the ball across the 6-yard box. And it was Martial diving header on basically on the line.
Can't score from 4 yards.
Ball back in the box again. No.
So at least Pereira can put across
James
it.
on the right. Put the ball back out to Pereira. Puts the ball in the box. That's a good cross. Ball goes right across. And McTominay sticks it in from what? 15 yards out.
Is that a goal from a cross? Is that a goal?
Does that count?
Yeah, I reckon it does. We can give us
it's
that.
It's a low cross again. The only way United could score, but that's a
good finish though.
Yeah, it's a really good finish. Pereira putting the ball in. The ball just sort of went all the way across the box. And they Norwich couldn't quite clear it. They almost controlled it.
Jacob, I'll see United's 2,000th goal. That
2,000th
goal in the Premier League goal.
Let's name all of them.
Yeah.
Let's start from 1993. You want to go first?
I think Steve Bruce scored one, didn't he?
We'll do 500 each.
Yeah, and we'll piss it.
And we'll go through all of them. Yeah, lovely cross by Pereira. Again, it's just good pace, good.
We were a couple minutes behind, so we've got commenters telling us what's happening before it's happened.
For God's sake. Messi, is he our leading scorer this year? I think it might be equal.
He's up there.
Has he got two? Has he got 3?
It's 4 now, isn't it? I think.
Is it?
I think so.
Scott McTominay, best goal scorer in the club. He's got a good strike on him.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff like that, though, we laugh about that, but having a midfielder that can get you 5 or 10 goals a season, that's the sort of thing that will keep him in the squad over someone else, that'll stop us buying someone else.
We've scored in the first 20 minutes.
Proven himself.
This is it. Second goal, surely.
Rashford's on. Alfie's saying that we should have kept Lukaku. It's hard, isn't it? If you get rid of Lukaku, you have to accept that we're going to struggle to score goals for a season. So I think what would be stupid is...
Really, you should just get rid of him and get a replacement straight away.
Well, yeah.
That's the thing, is that he was someone that fit what Mourinho wanted to do. I think Mourinho wanted players that could put a cross in. So you're looking at... That's why he wanted Perisic and that.
Yeah.
And then when he didn't get them, that's why Lukaku looked so poor, because there just was nothing there.
No, we've got no right wingers.
Callum, we need a refresher.
You need like a code word.
Yeah, we do. Scream really loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like...
Schema.
He was built for a system that we aren't playing anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think I do understand the idea that if you wanted to ever get anything for him, we kind of had to sell him this.
He had to go now. Yeah.
As many years left on his contract as he did. But like I said, we just had to replace
He
him.
didn't fit, and he wasn't going to fit. He wasn't going to fit into this system either.
No.
You know, he wants to play with mobile forwards that are going to go out into different positions and all that. He didn't want someone that was going to just be someone that stood in between the 6-yard box.
Yeah, exactly. And you see for Inter even he's got a few goals already, but you see videos on Twitter and compilations already of how bad his touch is, and
he's never going to get better at that.
No,
he's not. But it's like you just have to know.
As someone that can,
actually,
young with the Megs.
I think
there.
Conte almost works perfectly with the way he plays with his attacking fullbacks, getting the ball in the box.
Exactly,
like Diego Costa.
Yeah.
He's not. I mean, I think his touch is probably better than Lukaku's, but in terms of what he offers, he's good in the air. He's strong and he's good in front of goal. He's not great at build-up play, but you don't always need that.
Ryan Clark, why isn't Brandon Williams playing? I agree.
I'm not sure David Luiz and Lukaku are comparable. Actually, maybe.
What, playing for...
Like clubs, like player pedigree.
I think David Luiz has been good, but he's always had
No, I mean
Antonio Conte.
Diego Costa.
Diego Costa.
And
I just mean Costa isn't a build-up player, is he? He's not. He comes short better than Lukaku did. He holds the ball up better, but he's good in.
He's just someone
he's not quick. He's
just a finisher, isn't he?
Yeah, and I think Lukaku's more like that than say like Rashford or Martial.
Yeah.
I don't think they're quite the same, but in terms of what they offer, I think he could work for Conte better than he could work for Solskjaer.
Faris, sorry we're boring you, mate. said we were boring.
No, when there's nothing happening, what can we do?
What we can do is
we're talking about cabals before.
We're chatting about football. We're chatting about cabals. We're chatting about the deep state. Give us something to talk about.
Yeah.
What do you think to the deep state?
Put it this way: if you get 200 likes, Joe's gonna comb his hair.
Yeah, I'll do.
He's gonna braid his hair.
I'll braid it. I'll get some corn
for the next live stream.
For the next watch along.
To get put in there, doesn't it?
Yep.
Would it be done by the time this game's finished or not?
No.
If you went out at half time, it wouldn't be
like
done.
2 hours, doesn't it?
Actually.
If we've got someone in,
it'll take you about an hour and a half.
Right, so that's perfect. By the time the game's finished, I'll have cornrows. That would be so funny if I did. But with shells in as well. Can I get the shells in?
Oh my days, shells.
I'd love that. And they're like
like Monica or Friends.
Yeah, exactly. I want to look like that. Martial.
Great ball. Dan James.
Through. Ref. Down surely.
What's he given? Nothing.
It looked like a foul, that, didn't it?
He didn't get the ball. I don't know whether he's kind of
gone over. What?
Lent. I don't know.
Completely on the other side.
Either he went down too easy and he could have taken a shot,
some
or
lad
he fouled him. Either way, I'm
saying
annoyed.
VAR there. No.
James takes the ball in, steps across. No, it's not a foul.
No, because Dan James kind of leans into him.
He could have still got the ball and scored.
He just needs to score.
I think he's tripped himself up.
He looked like he was playing more for
the penalty.
Yeah.
He literally could have just kept
Dan
going
James
and he would have got.
Dan James was 7 yards out, and instead of taking a shot, he fell over. I don't think it was a dive even. I just think it was.
Have they stopped it? It is VAR check.
He's checking it.
They are checking it.
I don't think it's a foul. Do you? He runs across him. I mean, it's half a foul.
It's very soft if he does give it.
But it's
But saying that, he definitely doesn't get the ball. I can tell you that. It's whether.
It's halfway.
From that angle, it looks more like
that looks more like a foul. This angle that we're seeing, than from behind, it doesn't look like a foul. From the front, it looks like 2/3 of a foul.
On that one, it looks like he just takes out James's standing leg.
Yeah, he does with his as he comes through, he kicks James's.
VAR's a bit. It's a bit all over the place.
No, that's not.
It's not a penalty.
That does not look like a penalty.
I absolutely hope it is. Obviously, I don't think it's a penalty.
Is this going to be?
That's not a foul, is it?
We could score 2 goals.
Why didn't he just carry on?
Goals?
Not only are we going to... Oh, my God.
We're going to score 2 goals.
Why couldn't he just keep running onto the ball?
He's playing for it. He's 100% playing for it.
He should have just scored. He should have just kept running and scored. I mean, he did well. To be fair, if he hadn't have stepped across him like that...
See, this is where I don't get... Why isn't the referee going over to have a look at it?
Because it's all the qualified referees telling him, I guess. It's meant to be faster, isn't it, this way?
It needs to... Yeah, it's...
I mean, look at the position he's in after he makes the tackle. Look, if Dan James stayed on his feet, he's literally 7 yards out, one-on-one with the goalkeeper.
Is it a red as well? Only joke.
He can't. He won't. He can't give a red, can he?
What's he given?
He's fucking
Penalty?
giving the.
Yeah, he's given a penalty.
He's giving the pen.
Is he?
He has given the penalty.
Oh my days.
Come on!
That's.
Now we've got to score it first.
Oh, it's so
Who's
soft.
taking it? Rashford? That's really a harsh penalty.
VAR's terrible.
I apologise.
It's got to be Rashford.
Norwich
Oh,
City.
Rashford.
Rashford takes the penalty. I've shut the comments down for a second in case we.
Yeah, we're not looking.
What's going on? I personally, what do you think? Penalty? No? Yes? No?
I'll take it, but he's very soft.
That's so soft.
Yeah. What do you think,
I'm
Ronaldo?
not a big fan
Huh?
of this.
Yes or no? Should that have been a penalty?
It wasn't a penalty, but do I care? No, I don't.
No.
Yeah.
We deserve a bit of this, don't we?
It was really soft.
We want to get back
It was
into the top
but
half,
then
don't
again,
we?
right, so look at it the other way. There was contact. He went for the ball. He made contact.
Yo,
with the back,
United
he
need
didn't
to
make
stop
contact with the
changing
ball.
pen takers, man.
It's Rashford, isn't it?
I know, but Martial
No, but
scored in
Martial.
midweek.
Martial scores all his pens.
I'd rather have
Rashford's only ever
Martial.
missed one.
Yeah.
And that was the inside
Oh,
of the
yeah,
post.
I'm worried there.
The thing is, Rashford's got
Tim Krul's a good penalty saver as well.
Just amazing against United every season.
he's not just against United. He just has like 4 or 5 games where he's the best keeper in the world.
Yeah, I'll just drop a clanger
And
here
then,
and there.
and then he forgets, and then he's shit again.
Yeah.
Go on, Marcus, lad.
Come on.
Go on, boy. Sorry.
I was nervous.
I'm scared. Calms you on and down the camera.
He's buzzing
Marcus.
for today.
Steps
Go on,
up.
lad.
Nice wide run up. Stutters.
Oh, he's missed
Yeah,
it.
he
Fuck's
did.
sake.
That's what I'm saying.
Why did he put any power on it? Normally he smacks him.
I told you to give Martial the pen.
He didn't look
So
confident, did
he put it to the goalie's right. He just passed it along the floor.
That's
Not
Made
a
it
bit
easy
far off
for
his
him.
line, though.
Normally he smacks it and puts him in the roof of the net. For some reason he just didn't get any power on it. It looked like he saw Krull going and he kind of half changed his mind halfway through.
That means Rashford is about to get
He's going to get a lot of
annihilated on
abuse for
Twitter.
Yeah. Here comes the abuse. As Dan James is streaking through.
He got
Looks like he
tackled
got
there.
tackled there.
James needs to get
mate.
this falling over thing because he was almost thinking about the foul instead of actually nicking the
But he
ball.
worked. So.
I mean, he did get a penalty.
No, I'm talking about just then.
Yeah.
I just hope that's not a sign of things to come now.
Yeah, this is what
I know
happens,
that.
innit? This is what happens, like, we've seen it, what was it, the Palace game, the Wolves game, where you miss penalties and we get made to pay
Get
for
the
it.
comments, man.
Don't look at the comments.
They keep telling us what's happening.
I know. Ruining
And
it.
the
You're
thing is,
ruining it.
No, but it's not. No, but the thing is, I can never tell who's lying and who's telling.
I know,
the
yeah.
truth
Exactly,
on
because
the
you see
comments.
different things all the time. What is that video from? You're ruining it. What is it?
I don't
what is
know.
that-
I've
never seen it.
known
I
it.
don't know what
I
he's
know it
ranting
from
about, but-
From the quiz.
From the
That's
quiz.
how
That's all I
is.
know it.
What's it from? Do you know? Does anyone
It's just
know?
Twitter.
I'll just see it on Instagram. I
Yeah.
don't know what he's actually ranting about.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's funny.
It's
how
not.
memes
It's not
work,
up there
innit?
with the thingy meme that.
The
I
Paul
never-
Rudd one.
No, the one I never knew that.
I don't know that one. Oh,
Go on.
great pass from James
Oh,
to
what ball.
to Rashford.
Great touch.
One-on-one with the goalkeeper.
Quality lad.
Good lad. Brilliant goal.
Oh,
Fantastic.
That makes up for missing the pen. Well done, mate.
fantastic sort of.
Is that
deep
another
cross.
Dan James assist?
That is.
Cross
Stephen
from
Alson.
Dan James.
That is. No.
Dan James has
No.
been our
No
best
end
attacker
product.
this season.
No end product.
Dan
No
James
final
has been our
ball.
best attacker this season. I'm going to say that.
No final ball, Dan James.
So give the man a bit of
sort
space
of crossed
quality.
it from the halfway line. I don't know how Rashford had so much space in there. They're just all over the place.
Fullback
Their
on that far
defenders.
side is right up, wasn't
Yeah, the fullback was out. Their centre back. It was that centre back there just playing
miles
everyone
onside.
Great cross.
is-
he? I wasn't confident he was going to
that
bring that
touch
down.
on the
either,
outside of
though.
his right foot and just slots
Like-
it either through the legs or just to the left hand side.
This
Similar to the goal
This
scored
is
against Chelsea,
this will be a goal that
We
Stephen
have
Alson orgasms over
You'll love this.
Rashford
This is
touch
50th
and
goal for
goals,
Man United as
and
well,
then
Marcus
says
Rashford.
nothing about that ball.
Yeah.
If that was Pogba,
It was similar to the goal he scored against Chelsea. That
Yeah.
ball
Very
over the
similar.
top, touched it down.
And
just up past the on-rushing goalkeeper. I
save
think
his
just
pen. Makes
yeah,
Through
through
his
his
legs,
legs. Yeah,
lovely.
brilliant goal. We've scored twice. We're winning away. We've scored 2 goals in a game.
My 3-0
What's
prediction.
happening? This
Look,
is what happens.
Yeah, flying.
my 3-0 prediction's on.
I said 2-1. I mean, I'd like to hope that it's more than that now, but
No, one
Anyway.
real predictions out the window, which I'm
Good.
happy
I
about,
went
to be
1-0 as well, so I'm quite happy that it's quite
well
happy.
done, Scotty McT.
Touch.
Yeah, this is the problem because
What have I told you about Norwich? They just play open. They don't like.
Yeah.
You know what
they're
I'm saying?
weird, aren't they? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they play like they're a better team than they are, and sometimes it works for them, and other times it just gets absolutely hammered.
They're very much like
Not that we're going to hammer
like
them
Blackpool did. Remember that year when
I'm
they
sure
came
Kyle
up and
Road
just
has-
thought they were mint.
I'm
Yeah.
convinced.
Conceded
I'm
80
convinced
goals.
Carroll Road has the highest
average goals
per game, like
probably
of all the grounds.
It won't surprise me.
Daniel said 2 goals, get the open top bus hired. It's on order.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like even because when they're in the Championship as well, they're always one of the highest scoring teams, aren't they, Norwich? And then they come up and they just keep playing like they're the best team.
Josh is in again. Your mate.
Very good. Yeah, give your ex a text, mate.
Yeah.
If this is a good omen, definitely. This is a good sign. Things are definitely pretty firm in the studio. Guys, are they playing 4-2-3-1 or the Liverpool one? They're playing 4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1,
yeah, it's McTominay and Fred sort of holding with
and
Pereira in front.
It's working.
It is working. Other than what? Like Norwich had that one chance. Who was it?
Other than the fact that we've got that lad at left back, but
yeah, they had a shot from about 15 yards out that should
probably
have
have
target.
scored.
Other than that, Norwich haven't really created much. United won the penalty, took the
keeping all the ball as well.
The first goal nicely, and they've got 62% possession, which is better than we've been having. This is the best we've played in a while, isn't it? So far,
because we haven't
been that great.
We haven't been that great.
As Rashford skins his man there into the box as a shot. Side netting. Much more. But this is the thing with Rashford. He's at his best when he can use his speed, and you can't use your speed so much as a number 9.
Not especially against teams that sit back.
Exactly. Yeah. When you're playing against teams who are defending, you can always go past a winger. A fullback, sorry. If you're a winger, you can always use your speed to get past the fullback, no matter what it is. So if it stays like this, do United go 7th?
7th. We might even go higher.
No.
Top 6.
How dare you?
Europa League places.
We ain't getting no Europa League places. This is madness. This is crazy. How weird is it, by the way? I mean, we can talk about this hopefully a bit now more that we've scored a goal since. Why is everyone who plays for United shit at penalties? And I'm not saying Rashford's crap, and I know Martial has scored a few, but United must have missed a higher percentage of their penalties than every other sort of top 6 team in the last 4 or 5 years.
I think it's just been a confidence thing.
Do you think it's confidence?
Yeah.
We're playing badly, so no one's got that sort of...
No, I think...
Every time we get a pen, it's always in like a pressurised situation.
Well, we've not had someone, when Zlatan was there, it was easy to take him. That's dead easy. And we were fine when that was there.
And who was it before that? Rooney, and Ronaldo, and Van Nistelrooy.
They're dead easy. Like, it's easy. When you had Rooney there, he was going to take the pens.
Yeah.
And then Zlatan came in.
He missed quite a few though, Rooney.
He did, but there was never an argument he was going to take it. Right. And then I think since Zlatan's gone, Lukaku's come in. I wouldn't trust him to take the pens. I think there's always been a question who's going to take him.
So do you think there's almost more of a thing of... Like we said, Rooney did miss penalties. I would like to see the actual percentage conversion rate of our penalties by penalty taker. Do you think we're actually not missing more, but the scrutiny is higher because before we would miss penalties when Rooney was there with Ferguson and we would still win the game, whereas now we miss penalties and we lose, so there's a higher pressure.
I think City have missed a few penalties this year, and they've been...
Because Messi was notoriously bad at missing penalties for a while, wasn't
it? From them, it's okay if you still win 5-0.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
When we miss a penalty, though, because we don't create anything else, it's always more highlighted.
Yeah.
Like you've just said there, City will miss quite a few, but then they'll create another 5 or 10
Ashley
chances.
Young's down here.
You're joking.
Yeah. Really,
tell you what,
really
Ashley Young don't get injured much, does he?
For a 30, for a 30
34?
odd year. He's 34.
Something like that.
34?
I think it's got to be.
The reason why you can't tell how much older he's getting is because he was bald at 22.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives you 10 years. You look older, but it gives you 10 years of looking younger.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at some stats.
Throwing the statistics.
Throw the bloody stats. So look at this. United, 7 shots, 6 on target. When's the last time we can say that? Wow. It's been like 1,
some great statistics.
Normally don't play this well when we have the ball either.
60% possession, 87% pass accuracy, which is about 15% higher than we had the other day. It was like 72%.
Against Liverpool, yeah.
Key passes 5, yellow cards 0, corners 3. Compare that to Norwich, who've just had 1 shot on target, which is the one we were talking about before. 1 shot, 0 on target, which is the one we were talking about before.
Basically, Joel's saying that is it 1-1 at Liverpool, Tottenham?
No.
We won 1-0 still.
No.
Last time.
Ashley Young is 34.
Well, he said Mane fell over 25 minutes after the ball had gone, gets a penalty.
Maybe he's talking about...
I think he's just saying in general. It's just a little...
Because Liverpool get a lot of penalties, don't they?
I was going to say...
but yeah, United actually dominating stats, actually having shots, actually
with the nutmegs.
Playing well. I'm going to say it. We're back, lads. We're back. imagine. No, I don't mean that. But this is good.
We're going to win the league.
I'm excited that we're playing. Like, look at that. Ball's around the corner. Pereira. He can actually pass the ball, can't he? Martial coming in the box there, almost falling over.
I think confidence is a must.
36 minutes of playing decent, and the confidence just goes.
Yeah. I give it a year, and McTominay is world class. Just putting out there.
World class.
How much are you taking the piss there? Do you like him? Do you think he's a good player?
Look, I think you put someone
he's not getting accolades, because he's Scottish.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
If he was French.
If he was English, French, or German.
Yeah.
You'd be buzzing.
Yeah, if he was exactly. I think if he was Brazilian or French.
I think if you put
or maybe
Pogba,
like said English.
Pogba and then another, maybe number 6 who's quality.
If he was
Indeed, even someone like that.
If he was named McTominay
McTominay
or something.
McTominay.
Spicy McSauce.
His dad's Brazilian, his mum's from Aberdeen. Yeah, exactly.
Double barrel McTominay. Freaking.
Jesus is right. We're back, lads. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I agree with that. I think, like I said, even if he was just English, like people, because people like talking about how much a player's worth all the time.
Fucking hell.
Pookie 1v1 against Lindelof.
Fred with the through. Wow, look at them run forward.
George of the Jungle, Fred of the through ball, and Wan-Bissaka cutting out the.
Lindelof did well there, standing
Lindelof
up.
Did really well. And Pookie's got a turn of pace on him, hasn't he? You think he must be slow because he's just bald. Because he's bald and white, you think he must be slow.
Everyone that's bald. Aerodynamics.
Well, they lean forward like that.
Yeah.
Why does no one ever shape their head into like a cone shape? Do you know those cycling helmets with like the big cone at the back? Grow your hair long, turn it into a cycling helmet.
Quality save.
You can only do that at birth, innit?
What? Shape your head?
No, I don't mean shape the skull like alien.
Now, when you come out of your mum, your head's like
it's a good save that.
Bare soft and that.
Yeah. So if you'd have been put,
so what you reckon?
If you'd have been put into like
some heads have to get mold like a little bit like molded.
Yeah, you put it on one of those clay things.
Are you gonna take
that
risk for your child? You're gonna go, right, he's gonna be fast as fuck.
Do you know how soft the baby's head is?
Yeah, really, because the
mold his head.
The bones haven't fused yet. The reason it has to be soft is so it can get out of the vagina in the first place.
And sometimes it squeezes out, and then the baby can come out with like a proper fucked up shape.
Yeah. So what you're saying is, when your baby's born, we trap it in some sort of cage that encourages the skull to grow in an aerodynamic shape, so it's faster as an adult. That's what we're saying, is it?
Or
we like that idea,
but here's a better one.
Or just make sure it's either Jamaican or black.
Yeah, well that'll do. But that's easier said than done. I'll be honest with you. I think. I can't make sure my baby's Jamaican.
Kieran Feathers, Kegsy.
Have a child in Jamaica.
Bang my head on the megabus celebrating the second goal against Norwich.
Did it turn your head into a very aerodynamic shape? If it did, you could probably outrun that bus.
Kegsy, who is a police officer, is Kieran Feathers. Top lad.
Why do you think... here's a question for you then. Why is the Caribbean so... So it's like USA and then like the Caribbean that are the fastest sprinting countries. Why is that? Because they're not the only countries that are predominantly black, are they? It's not. What is it about the Caribbean specifically? Do you think
it must be gene pool? I don't know.
Yeah,
it's pretty good though, isn't it?
But it's
like
not
Barbados,
it's not the whole Caribbean.
Jamaica.
It's predominantly Jamaica.
But Trinidad have had good sprinters down the years as well.
The best women's sprinter probably now 200, 400 is she from Barbados.
Yeah,
Miller Weibo. Shawnee Miller Weibo.
Interesting though, isn't it?
And the US.
Don't ask the young.
I think the US are just drugs, really. Innit?
And the US have got so many people and so much money. That's why the US are good at it.
It's the same way how they've got a massive amount of guys that are 6'10" and then just run like normal human
like
beings.
NBA players.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't look like absolute freaks. They're just giants and they're all in proportion and jacked.
Yeah.
Fred from the edge of the box, deflection out for another corner.
And ball.
Yeah, I mean, America's got such a big pool and so much money. But like, you look at
there's no point me viewing this down now because we've seen the comments. I've seen it.
I ain't seen it.
Well, okay.
I haven't seen it, so
don't ruin it.
Don't ruin it. You're ruining it. Yeah.
We're talking about names, and then you got Brazilians, and then Fred's Brazilian, and his name's Fred.
That's French, though, isn't it? I think.
Is it?
I think so.
Fridge. What's in the fridge? That's handball. That's handball. His arms up like that.
That's whether he's in the box
the
or
back
not.
of his head, though.
You can't do
that.
No,
I didn't. You'd nearly caught this.
Who is it?
Campbell.
It's that fella that had the chance early on.
Well, lucky, mate. You can't have your hands like that above your head. That's a penalty.
Hey,
he's given that.
Playing volleyball, mate.
VAR, penalty. We can't miss again.
This one is a penalty. You can't do that.
We might score 3.
That was a penalty in the olden days, that was. This isn't even a VAR penalty. You can't just put with your hand like that.
No,
that's ridiculous.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
it's got to be. Or is he inside the box, though? That's
the thing is, how much
it's inside. Yeah, that's a penalty.
Penalty!
Come on, give it, ref.
Ashley Young always mumbling in the air.
He's always like that, isn't he? With his little hand cupped and he's always saying stuff.
Just talk to him.
What are you doing tonight?
This pisses me off. It's such a stonewall pen. What did they need to sit in?
I know, why is it 10 times?
Yo, I hate VAR, man.
Do you? Penalty.
Oh, really?
Is it? Wait, checking penalty.
Is it?
Or is that
Is it?
decision?
What's
No,
it saying?
I was checking.
Oh,
So
come
take
on.
the piss. It's a Stonewall pen.
It has
It's
to be
clearly a
now.
pen, yeah.
It's either a pen or a corner, isn't it? One of the two.
And he's inside the box.
Does
It's a
it his
pen.
arm?
It's a pen.
I bet you after this VAR, I
Yeah,
bet
it's
you
a-
anyone
it's
here
his elbow.
there, 50 quid, it's a set piece.
Oh, come on.
Fuck's sake.
There's a set piece after this
Just
VAR.
seen that as well. Fuck me.
No, he's not. All right, don't.
Why
Right.
have you opened the comments back up? You've
Yeah.
ruined
Right.
it.
Why
Okay.
would you open it back? I know there's a VAR. Why
It's a
would you
penalty.
open a pen?
I
given
Why
a
would you
I know
open it?
that. Me and Joe will just stay quiet over
I'm
there.
going to stay quiet. Very quiet.
Very quiet.
Okay, I'm having a look.
I can tell by your reactions that it's
Yeah.
probably not
We've
great.
missed the next penalty as well, I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
We've got another penalty. Martial's taking it. Shouldn't be taking it.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
missed it, apparently.
Imagine when,
For fuck's sake.
Imagine
How do we
we-
keep missing penalties?
The thing, right, the thing is
imagine
there.
we're going to lose.
Ollie's just said Rashi. So why is
Yeah, Rashford shouldn't have given this up. It should be. If he's the penalty taker,
that's
he's
the
the penalty
problem?
taker.
Exactly.
How are we so bad at missing penalties? At scoring penalties, should I say? We're good at missing them. Are penalties meant to be
Shot Tim Krul.
Well, it is simple.
Tim Krul's working on his 15, 20 points on fantasy.
Tim Krul was the lad that.
Is it a shitter penalty than Rashford?
What's his name? Van Gaal brought on for Holland, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because he's meant at saving penalties.
Yeah, he's
Apparently.
really good.
But that's another shit penalty, though.
Insane. This is fucking insane, isn't it?
Could have been 4 up.
If anyone's got Tim Krul in their fantasy team, I don't understand it. What is it? It's like 70%
That's really
score
shit.
rate
Now.
on a penalty usually, isn't it?
Just fucking giving De Gea at this point.
I mean, Rashford should have taken it. It's just a shit penalty. Just 2 yards.
Oh, here comes Jacob. Oh, we'll see. 12 yards out.
Miss it, no.
Martial.
I'm
How
expecting
can you
to
miss a
score
pen?
again?
Fred. Oh. Yeah, he's good at saving penalties, but Jesus, it don't matter. We're just bad. What have we had? 6 penalties this season and missed 4.
It's comfortable height, though.
That's literally what it is, isn't it? We've had 6 penalties and missed 4 of them this season.
That's shocking.
Pogba scored 1. Rashford scored 1. Pogba's missed 1. Rashford's missed 1. Martial's missed 1.
That's fair.
No, Martial. I can't speak. Rashford's missed 2. Pogba's missed 1. Martial's missed 1.
Yeah.
Mental.
He scored again.
Shearer wouldn't have
Oh,
missed.
shit.
Oh, that's a good idea actually. Yeah, let's get shit. Can we get a prime Alan Shearer subbed on, please? You're right. He wouldn't have missed. Ball into the box.
Maguire.
Maguire. Fucking hell.
It'd just be peak United
just
if we were
get-
to miss 2 pens and draw 2-2 now.
I was thinking about if we'd have scored that pen against Wolves.
None of this would have happened.
The one
None of
against
this
Palace as well, because that would have got us
Because
back
we were,
level with.
we were doing all right, weren't we?
Yeah.
The
We played
Chelsea
well.
game.
And-
Wolves first half, we played
I was
well.
talking about this earlier, and also because if you think about it, those penalty misses caused a spell of bad games.
Yeah.
That meant that the pressure was on so much to
Yeah.
beat Rochdale that Pogba had to play the full 90 minutes
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
get re-injured. If we'd have been winning games, he would have just played 60 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever. He'd have been playing in these last 6 games.
And like
as
you
well.
said, the confidence, like you've seen today, they get a goal early on, started playing some good football,
Yeah. We should be 4-0 up.
which I think, like the first half against Wolves, we were confident. The team's not changed at all, really, has it?
Yeah. Well, it's just Pogba.
But
Just Pogba.
even the Wolves we should have won because we should have scored the pen. But even coming away from Wolves,
With the point,
with
yeah,
the
we
point,
were all
it
right.
still wasn't bad.
And then the Palace
The
game,
Palace one was just
If
if
we'd
we
have-
didn't turn up.
Goal, he's got to be getting that. Jacob O.C. saying it's nothing against Martial. Anyone can miss or score a penalty. That's true, but statistically, United are bad at penalties.
he's just
for some
taking it
reason.
to heart
must be
because he's a
confidence
Martial fanboy, aren't you, Ronaldo, apparently?
thing. It must be a confidence thing because we're just.
No, I'm
Like
not
I
a
said,
Martial fanboy.
There's no reason
I'm a
to
good
be
player
missing
of
4
T-shirt.
penalties in 6
He is
games. As Aaron
Oh, that's a
Wan-Bissaka
yellow
goes
card.
flying through the back of someone there. Is that a yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a yellow card.
No, he not.
No, he not indeed. Martial is
He's a-
too
he's a-
lazy. I think he's the least willing to sort of play that pressing game.
Yeah.
Which is why he's more suited to playing as a striker than he is as a winger because he don't really get back very well. But
It's not, it shouldn't be it's a yellow card, this,
oh
but
yeah, it's
that's
that
so
could break
bad.
your foot easy though, couldn't it?
No, it's not metatarsal. That's
Yeah.
painful as
Yeah.
fuck.
Because his
Yeah.
foot planted on him and then like slid across him, didn't it?
No, it's like any time it gets obviously stamped on.
On those weak
on-
bones there.
Yeah,
Lucky he's all right.
it's terrible them, because someone could just like with football boots just stamp on your foot.
Yeah. Well, it's better
break-
now
you
that
break what-
studs aren't metal though.
Yeah, I know, but you break 1 or 2 bones in like on top of your foot, and
Yeah.
it's on the top of your foot, but when you get it, you can barely walk.
Yeah,
like, for weeks.
We saw it with
Yeah.
it was Beckham and Rooney, and famously it was Beckham who sort of introduced the metatarsal to the world,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
There was never a metatarsal before Beckham broke it.
No. But yeah, it's such a soft part of the. Well, there's no padding at all, is it? It's literally just skin and then straight onto bones.
And it's like a bunch of little bones, I think.
Yeah, they can just.
Our biggest problem is scoring at least is scoring. At least we have 2 and haven't conceded. Yeah, it's not been a bad half. It's been a good half as we were looking at the stats, but it's just insane that we keep missing so many penalties.
No, imagine 4-0 up.
Yeah, if we're 4-0 up now, which we should be.
Or I mean, at least
even
3-0.
just 3, 50-50 on penalties isn't asking too much, is it? 3-0 up would have been.
I hope we score 1 in 2.
Deserved. Yeah, but yeah, that's like you said. The problem is 2-0. As much as it's a good, we haven't scored 2 in a long time, and it's good. It's not an insurmountable lead, is it? Like, if Norwich get 1 goal, we will shit ourselves. Even if it's any time before the 90th minute.
It's going to be panic.
If Norwich score, it's going to be horrendous.
Like I said, we had a chance there, even at 3-0, just to kill the game. Yeah, they're not scoring at 3.
No. Yeah, it's scary, isn't it? De Gea needs to take the next penalty, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I think Rashford should have taken it. It's that same thing again. Pogba missed it. Everyone slagged it. Solskjaer and everyone off for letting Rashford take the next one. Then we decided Rashford was taking penalties. Then he misses one, and then he's off penalties again. What message is this sending out?
I don't think Ole was too happy there that Martial took. I could see him on the bench saying saying Rashy.
I think you can half have the argument if, especially after Rashford scored as well. Like his confidence probably back up again.
Yeah. It's half time 2-0 to Man
Young
United.
on pens.
Obviously, United have missed 2 penalties there. They're sort of the biggest talking points of the game. Let us know what you think of the half. Who's your man of the half so far? Let us know what you think to the first half. Stick Young on penalties. People played World Cups with broken legs before Beckham. Yeah, broken legs, but it was the use of the word metatarsal that came into popular fashion with Beckham breaking his. Let us know what you think for the first half. Ole should come on and take the penalty. Yeah, probably have a better chance of scoring. Yeah, I told you it's what. Cam comes back in from being outside saying it's boiling in. Ronaldo gets upset if it's any colder than this. Any colder than 35 degrees and he's struggling. This is as good as our season gets right now. 2-0 away from home, Liverpool losing at home. Let's do a little half-time scores around the grounds.
Palace have pulled one back.
Palace have pulled one back against Arsenal. That's 2-1 there. Miljovic with a penalty. Miljovic.
Maybe.
Miljovic. I don't know what his name is.
We know what you mean.
Should have been
and Tottenham are still 1-0 up at half-time against Liverpool. Harry Kane with that goal after the first minute. So, the table as it stands then, United up to 8th place, not 7th. What's going on there, mate?
My mate must have been someone told me.
United up to 8th as it stands.
Top half above Sheffield United.
Above Sheffield United, finally. But obviously we need to hold on for the second half. Credit where credit's due. Young hasn't been too bad on set pieces in his career. Historically, he wasn't too bad, but I think for the last 2 or 3 years, he's not.
But somehow United are 2-0 up and we're all disappointed again. How is that?
Because we've missed 2 penalties.
I know, but
yeah, I mean, I think we all would have taken 2-0 at half time. The United have looked much better than Norwich, much better than they have recently. Actually creating chances. What was that? So it's at least 7 shots on target we've had in this half, which is probably the most we've had probably since Chelsea. I don't know. Definitely.
To be fair, two of them because the penalties count as shots on target, don't they?
Michael Naylor, thanks for the $2. Is the goalkeeper not off his line for both penalties? I actually haven't seen a replay with that in mind, but
certainly for the first one, it did look quite far.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, that's one of those things that it got cracked down. Was it the World Cup where they were really cracking down on that?
It was dodgy, wasn't it?
That's where
the Women's World Cup was really bad.
That was horrendous.
Bringing every penalty.
That's where refereeing's so poor, though, and I find they're really reactionary to stuff like that because because they've been criticised for not going and checking stuff on the screen, and then some of them have gone and checked stuff now. Then they won't check anything for another 3 or 4 weeks until it gets brought up again.
And it's like there are certain there are certain fashionable things like that was fashionable to penalise goalkeepers for coming off their line for a while.
Tom Williams, at least we're playing well. Exactly.
Yes, definitely. We're all happy that we're playing well, but it's just
missing 2
this game should be out of sight now, and we're in a position where the little confidence we have will diminish very quickly if Norwich get one goal back. Look on the bright side, lads. We have more than a 1-goal lead for the first time since August 11th.
God, that's worrying, isn't it?
Come on! Anyone who's mad at that?
No, can't be mad at that at all. Yeah, because now it's like
it's getting too hot in here. Can't handle the heat. Yeah, I mean it's not a bad first half, is it? Who's been your man of the half so far? Well, I'll say so far. Who's been your man of the half?
I think McTominay's had a good game again. And then apart from missing that penalty, I think Rashford's been good.
Yeah, I think Rashford's looked really good.
Out on that left hand side, I think he's been positive. Wanted to go past people, and his goal was quality, wasn't it?
Yeah. A few times he's going past that fullback, hit that one into the outside netting, cut inside a few times. I think he's looked good. Who missed the penalties? Yeah, it was Rashford missed the first one and then gave the second one to Martial, and he missed that one.
Mitz is happy to see you, Ronaldo. Mitz is in the comments. Yeah. Mitch, did you get home all right on Saturday? On Friday, we were worried about you.
Wow, what happened?
Well, he lives miles away, wasn't he?
Does it?
Yeah. And
what time did he go home? What time were you out on Friday? So if people who don't know, we did a Patreon 7-aside on Friday. We get some of Stephen's Patreons, and then afterwards, a lot of the people from the studio went out for some drinks.
It was a late one.
Was it?
It was a late one.
Was it a late one? How late was it?
I think 3:30. I think I got home.
Whoa, crazy!
Can't be doing that anymore. I'm too old for this shit.
Too old for this.
Yeah,
that's pretty good though. Was it a good night?
It was all right. Yeah.
James will be a superstar for United. Hopefully, I think he's looked good actually. Really lovely cross for the Rashford goal.
I think it's
good.
Like
everyone's just been decent across the board. Yeah.
I think Dan James needs to probably next season almost be taken back a bit. You don't want you kind of want someone to fill his spot for next year.
He was never brought in to play as much as he has played this season.
And take the pressure off a bit.
And it'll give him great experience playing this much. And even something to be said as well for the fact that he's standing out in the attacking sense for a team that's been so bad in the attack. That really you've got to give him a lot of credit for that, and you've got to hopefully think that that's going to translate even better when we are playing better. Yeah. Like I said, if we can have someone in front of him in the squad who's a real top class player, then this season's going to do nothing but help him. I think we should put De Gea on penalties now.
Just no.
Imagine if we had a reliable penalty taker. Yeah, I don't know why we haven't. Surely penalty.
I thought Rashford was coming into this year. No, he's the ones he took for England in the World.
Well, it's weird because he's had this style of really hitting him hard and getting some height on him, and this one he just sort of passed it in. It's almost like he looked at Krul going the right way and
was it Pogba that missed the first one that meant Rashford was on?
Yeah,
and then
Pogba missed the first one.
I think that was
originally against Chelsea because Rashford took the ball off Pogba, so it was going to be Pogba that was going to take it. Then Rashford took it and scored. And then against Wolves, they must have been like, "Oh well, I had the other one, so you have this one," and that's just where it's stupid.
Peter Lawton saying if Kane missed one for Spurs or England, he would still take the next. Did Rashford bottle it after missing the first? It's hard to know what happened. It looked like Martial took the ball off Rashford. I'm sure they'll be asking, especially if United drop points in this game. Solskjaer will be getting a lot of questions about that at the end of it. But
I think even if it doesn't, he's going to get back. It's going to be what everyone talks about, even if we do win, to be honest.
Because Solskjaer got slagged off loads for that first one. Basically, like he doesn't control who takes stuff. But really, I think who the penalty taker is should be sorted out by the players. But you should have a certain. You should know exactly who's taking them. And then again, it doesn't help that Martial... I say it doesn't help. In this scenario, Martial just scored one midweek.
Yeah, but that's because Rashford wasn't on the pitch.
I know it is, but I mean, that adds a level of sort of uncertainty to the whole thing, doesn't it? Yeah. So you can understand kind of why that's happened, but it needs to sort of not happen, especially twice in one season. Twice in 9 games we've had a controversy over who's taking penalties, like we don't know what's going on.
Saying, at least I wasn't in a car crash, which some of our producers. No, I was not in it. It was some of our producers.
What, car crash?
Yeah, car crash. Welcome back, Cam.
There, mate. No, they're a little very low speed hit and run. Callum's got some whiplash.
Yeah, they're all going in for.
They almost knocked.
Where there's a blame,
they knocked Cam's belly needle out when they hit into the back of the car.
So if anyone's got any good small claims lawyers, please put them in the comments for our producers. Keen's right. Kane was made for United.
Do you think so?
I don't know.
What's his build-up play like? It's not bad, is
good.
it?
It's all right.
Yeah, he's good at shielding the ball and picking it up deep, isn't he?
I don't know. I think I'm still what I'll give Martial and Rashford a chance. I think if you put a good midfield behind this lot, I think it's a good thing to build upon. I don't think you need to get a number 9 that's going to be our main man. No. I think what you need is a backup at the minute. You need a plan B rather than... We don't need to sign a first choice number 9. I think this system is going to work. But you've got to have the players around them.
Especially when Martial and Rashford... Well, Rashford isn't injured prone in the sense that he misses a lot of games through injury, but he's clearly been injured for a while.
Plays through injury.
Martial is more injury prone. He misses a lot of games through injury, so we can't not have any other strikers. And as good as Greenwood is just turned 18.
Well, everyone's doing the comparisons of Tammy Abraham and Rashford now.
Yeah.
But the difference with Tammy Abraham is that you've got if he doesn't do well, he's got Batshuayi, he's got a World Cup winner in Giroud, who's not even getting a game at the minute. Which, you know, if he does have a few games where he's not scoring, you can drop him out and then put one of them in there. It's not that bad. Which
you know, Tammy Abraham is going through a phase now where he's not scoring very many.
Yeah.
And also what helps him is the fact that they've got Chelsea have got a really good midfield that allows chances to be created for whoever does come in. You've
still got Willian, who's done it for years now. Pedro's still a good player.
You've got Pulisic coming in with some confidence now after his hat-trick yesterday. They've got a lot of players. United just don't have enough players. Won't be satisfied with anything less than Man United immediately retaking the scoring here. 10-0 or bust. Couldn't agree more, mate. If United don't win 10-0 and flipping this table.
That's madness, isn't it? That 9-0. No team should win 9-0.
That's like a child's game. 9-0 is insane. 9-0 is what happens when children stop playing and they're crying.
Especially, and again, Leicester are a very good team, but they're not a standout team in the Premier League, are they? You know, they're a very good team, but it's not. If City had done it, you kind of go, well,
it's one of them, though, because if they were 5 up at half time, weren't they?
Yeah, you just kind of go, right, lads, let's just not.
Southampton, you've got to go out and motivate yourself. I think, Jesus Christ, you've got to go through all that again. And then you concede again early on.
We need a playmaker more than a striker. I agree. I think that's what we're missing more.
Yeah, when are Martial and Rashford going to deliver 20 goals? When chances are created for them that they can do that, I think.
And again, you don't need. I mean, you do need 20 goals, but you don't need them to be a prolific striker. You know, Liverpool last year did it without a prolific striker, didn't they? But they had.
I suppose Mane got quite a lot of goals.
20-ish, something like that. He got 20, but then everyone was scoring goals in that front three, and that's what I can see United kind of getting towards. A bit of basketball, is it?
Turn the volume down slightly on that, so don't get taken down for copyright. I think we need a Fred upgrade. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I think we almost. It's not really. We don't need a better version of Fred. I think we need a different type of player in there.
We need an Ander Herrera, which is
we need Herrera, mad. Or we need a number 6 or a number 8, or either we need a number 8 that allows Pogba to push further forward, or we need number 6 regardless. We don't have anyone who's a defensive-minded player, and all the top teams have one of those. Liverpool have got Firmino, Chelsea have got Kante, City have got Fernandinho or maybe Rodri as well. Like Arsenal have even got Torreira or Xhaka.
They've got Guendouzi, to be honest.
United don't have that sort of player at all. We've got Matic, but he's just so slow and so far gone now. Even look at Leicester with Ndidi in there. Those sorts of players. All of the top teams in the world have one of those players,
and we're just not. I do think he's kind of planning for a time without Pogba as well. I think that's why he's also trying to fit into the system. I think he'd probably look at someone that would fit. You put a Maddison in there, and then someone next to McTominay. I think because.
Well, I think that could work. We just need. The thing is, the more players we lose, the more players we need to cover them.
I wouldn't have a problem with losing.
Charge my phone, lads.
Good lad.
Losing Pogba, I don't think it'd be that big of a deal if we knew we had people upstairs that could replace him properly.
No, and that was the thing. And that was the thing with this summer, with everyone saying get rid of Lukaku. Yeah, it's great. Everyone was kind of happy that he went, but at the same time, you're waiting for someone else to come in.
Yeah. The thing with Lukaku is, I mean, like you can't. In a bad season, he'd guarantee you at least 15 goals.
Yeah.
But you can't allow 15, 20 goals to walk out the door and not bring anything else in.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? People saying Tielemans would have been great. I think he would have been a good player to have, but I don't think he necessarily fits the profile of someone we're desperate for. I think as a second option to replace Herrera, I think he would have been good. But I think we need a defensive midfielder. We need someone who can.
I think someone that's going to sit and hold. Yeah. Because I think, to be honest, McTominay steps up and can do the Herrera job a bit.
He looks a lot better at carrying the ball than he has done McTominay now.
Yeah, definitely.
So I always thought he was quite limited in that department, but he looks to improve.
Yeah, against Arsenal, he was doing it. Against Liverpool, he was doing it. Getting the ball, sort of taking it past that first line of press, and then arriving at the defence of the.
You're saying Maddison, I'd prefer over Tielemans. Yeah, I think Maddison's. I think that's the one we're going to be linked with now until we get him, kind of thing. I think that's not going to go away. It'll be why we've not got him, but I think
we need more than one creative midfielder. Yeah,
I think so.
Just completely lacking. The attack's lacking in personnel, but at least the players who we do have, when they're all fit, are quite good. Martial and Rashford, both good players, and Dan James, as we said, proven to be better than we thought he would be. But even when our full midfield is fit, it's not good enough. That's the problem. That's the difference.
Yeah.
The defence is good enough, and we've got good backup in most areas. Certainly at centre back, I think we've got 4 or 5 players who you're relatively confident in.
Come on, bring him over there.
But the attackers the midfield just isn't good enough either way. Van der Beek is who we need. I just haven't seen enough of him. I saw him for a few games in the Champions League last season, but other than that,
his team's so far behind. It's probably started already.
Probably.
That well. Bit of popcorn.
What we've got, sweet and salted.
Yeah, why does anyone want any?
I'm alright, mate. Cheers.
I'll have a little bit. I like some popcorn. Cheers, mate. Lovely noise on the mic as well.
Yeah.
I put a few on there. Cheers, mate.
How do you put it on there?
Eat up, mate.
I can't believe you trust in this tablecloth.
Fred, the promising 26-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's 32, big quality.
Younger than Lingard.
Yeah, Fred hasn't been.
Lingard's still got potential though.
I don't think Fred's been bad today though.
I don't think Lingard's a bad player. I still don't think Lingard's a bad player. Attack
in out-and-out strikers, yeah, definitely.
Let's turn into an ASMR.
Yeah, listen to Ronaldo eat popcorn up close.
Do people actually really like that kind of thing?
I know they do. Like, people like all sorts of disgusting sloppy
What the other ones
noises,
as
like
well?
people stirring pasta.
Where they get like a massive load of food.
Is that a Korean thing?
Yeah.
I think it started off over there, but then the American YouTube.
Mukbang.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like videos where they get a bunch of massive food and they have a mic.
It's like sexy girls in bikinis eating ramen for an
They're
hour.
just chewing it. They're chewing it like proper loudly and then
apparently eating so much and like slapping the belly and that.
Yeah,
Elton saying is Pogba better than.
What do you mean better as in is he got better from his injury? You feeling better, love? Pogba, any better, love? No, my toe still hurts. Lingard is forever young. I agree, actually.
This guy that come on looks like a boxer.
He does actually. Gets a bit more of that. Very good.
Yeah, you've done well there. I was thinking popcorn away in.
I like popcorn. The only problem is nothing sticks in your teeth quite like popcorn, does it? Corn on the cob, pork chops, popcorn.
Corn dogs.
Never had a corn dog.
I have. I like them.
Well, I'm not American.
I have.
Have you had a corn dog?
I have.
They're good, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, they're horrible.
You're
They're crap,
American,
but they're good.
I'm American.
Put a bit of mustard on them. Lovely. Second half's kicked off then. As we delve into our popcorn, give us your final scores. I think a lot of people didn't even pick us to score 2 goals, so that's
done well
giving you
there.
a chance to amend your predictions. I'm still going 2-1 United.
Can't lie, what did I say?
I
said 3-1.
I think
my prediction's looking alright.
I went 1-0, so I'm going to change to 3-1 now. I reckon we'll get another second half. I'm hoping we get the third before they get the...
Fernandinho was bang average at 26.
He
good
was,
point.
bang on.
Very good point. People forget, and especially midfielders and defenders, I think the further back you go, the longer you've got to give someone to sort of mature as a player. Like strikers are often hitting their peak at 23, 24. But a lot of central midfielders...
You can't get past...
Look at Matip.
You can't
he went back to Chelsea when he was 28 and was the best holding midfielder in the world for 2 years. Like, it takes longer than others for different positions.
I think the big thing as well with Fernandinho is he was asked to do more than what he was capable of when he first came to City. But then when Guardiola came in and put that system in, put David Silva in front of him, put De Bruyne in front of him, then say, right, there you go. And then he's just been the case of win the ball back. Wow, what you've done him there.
Ashley Young stepping in like I don't even know. Ball across, Pookie at the near post should have scored.
Max Aarons is dynamite.
Ashley Young there just
they said
Max
Aarons was the one that was linked to United when we hadn't quite got Wan-Bissaka through. He was like the plan B, wasn't he? You can kind of see why.
Yeah, I mean, no offence to you. Well, some offence if you're going to take it.
Absolutely.
That was shit, mate. Like,
he's had him on toast.
He does it too much. He steps in because he knows he can't turn and track the man.
No.
So you think I might as well step in because if I get the ball, then I get the ball, and if not, then I couldn't have tracked him anyway.
I did that to Stephen Howson on there.
It's just a weakness.
Interesting thing that Leicester have done, not Leicester, Norwich have done. They've brought on a left winger, very direct, 1v1. He's tried to dribble past Wan-Bissaka twice and failed.
Yeah. He's on a yellow card as well, Wan-Bissaka, in it.
Maybe that's what he's thinking.
The amount of time he goes to ground as well.
People know Wan-Bissaka likes to step in and, like I said, go to ground. But it's probably worth putting someone on him just in case you get past him. You're either going to get a red card or a good chance on goal. Tara going for a 2-4 to United. I'd take that. I mean, I'd rather not concede 2 goals. But
no. If we score 4...
Could have scored 4 already.
Yeah, we should have scored 4 already.
Them. Are you in it?
Not having them.
I'll have them.
Them. I don't mind. You get amongst it. It's fine.
I love popcorn.
What you love, like...
And I'll eat snacks off the floor as well. I don't care about any of that.
Flavoured popcorn.
It's the best kind. We don't do it at the cinema, but you can get it at home. Empty them all out into your bed sheets.
Would you eat it off
Cotton
the floor?
flavoured popcorn?
Put it on the seat next to you.
Oh, that's too far for
Would you eat it off, if you dropped a bit in the cinema, would you eat it off the floor?
Not off the floor of a cinema. Off the floor of my own house or outdoors, yes.
Why outdoors?
Because I feel like the wind gets rid of most of the bacteria. I know that's not true. But
I don't know what wind you talk. I don't know. Must be a tornado.
Outdoor wind, you've heard of it?
Outdoor wind.
They have wind outdoors nowadays.
Someone's going for 5-0 quality.
5-0, bloody hell. I mean, let's be honest. If you were predicting it from a standpoint where you're not a United fan that have seen us be shit for 5 years, you would think this is a team that's going to go on to score more goals. They've been the better team by miles.
Yeah.
Norwich haven't made many chances. United are consistently making good chances.
Basically, what happens is
We're too scarred. We're emotionally hurt from the last 6 years of hell.
The next goal is the big one here.
very big. If it's 2-0 going into 60 minutes and then Norwich score, wow.
Yeah, we're struggling.
Wan-Bissaka's done well there, I think.
God bless Wan-Bissaka.
What, your dad?
My dad. Well, it's weird, isn't it? Because we're sort of the same person, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're like a
Trinity.
triple-headed trinity. Yeah. The Cam,
Code
could you
words game.
help us out a little bit with the video.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gone off, mate. Over here, mate.
It's on that computer, yes, right.
Our producer,
Cheers, mate.
ladies and gents.
2-0 final score. That's what Natasha's going for.
Have you been out? Was you out last night, Cam? You look like you have been.
It's like the telly's gone off because I can still hear it.
No, it's
Check
definitely
the,
done.
oh no,
It's not, it's not.
Have you got into that age where you stay?
1-1 at Anfield.
Of course, Liverpool
Bollocks.
got one back.
Yeah.
And Tottenham will crumble like they've done for every game this season so far.
Oh yeah, I get you.
Who scored that one? Didn't say on the thing yet.
What's the guy's name on the left? I was in our left or your left?
He's on my left. That's Ronaldo on that left. Ryan. Who scored the Liverpool goal? Johnny Henderson. Of course he did.
Oh shit!
There should be a tab open
What?
with them all.
You're on camera.
Cam.
Yeah. This isn't my first appearance either.
Oh.
Ever since you've gone, everything's changed, mate.
Everything's changed.
Cam's the graphic designer.
Throwing everything out of.
Everything's out of sync.
Oh, what?
Yeah, we're not quite sure what's going on at the moment. We do know that, like we said, Liverpool just scored.
That curtain.
There's no way that Tottenham hold on.
Can in the chat, yeah? For every person that thinks Alex looks like Deck from Ant and Deck, like the video.
I don't think so, do you?
I don't think so.
I don't think you've got a look
No.
at it.
I think you do, bro.
I think you do, mate.
Was Deck the one that went out with Georgie Thompson for a bit?
Right?
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
take that
Joel's up.
No, you look more like Ant than Deck. No, Deck. Oh, yeah, Deck. He does look like Deck. Yeah, he does. I was thinking Ant. Yeah, he looks a bit like Deck.
Take that.
You look a little Decky, mate. I'll say that.
Well,
The third guy from the left looks like Jesus. I mean, is this your first time round?
This must be your first. When are you going to change your Instagram
Ronaldo
to Jesus Joe?
I don't know. I need to, don't I?
You need to, because that's the brand.
That's how you get the followers. The guy with the cornrows, what's his name? Ronaldo. Unless you mean my future cornrows that we've been discussing.
Right, so we've got no likes.
Marshall in the box!
Oh. We've got no likes. That
Tim
means...
Krul, you big bastard.
All I can hear is Chris being munched. I'm not entertained.
Well, it's
Crispy
popcorn,
munch.
really.
Popcorn.
Yeah, it's popcorn for a
But
start.
we're nearly done now, so don't worry about that.
No one
Yeah.
in the chat thinks you look like Deck.
Do you think he looks like Deck off of Ant and Deck?
The guy with the cornrows name is Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Another.
Can't believe you
Brilliant.
didn't know that.
Who was that crossed by?
James.
Dan James.
He's fit.
Daddy James. He's fit. JJ Powell.
You're in there.
fit. Thank you.
Nice.
you.
JJ, put your number in the chat and Ronaldo will text you or ring you tonight or something.
52 minutes I've been waiting.
Yeah, actually no, put the whole number in, but just leave the last number off and then we can guess like...
The TV's just been moved because
like
Ryan's
when-
not been able to
like-
see it for the
It's on the
entire
camera
time.
like
I like women
on
knowing
the left side every time.
We don't. JJ could be a woman. Janet Jackson.
Or it could be non-binary.
Hitler's in
let's not
Hitler's
get
in the
into
chat.
that,
Fucking hell.
Oh my god.
Ashley Young giving the ball away.
1-2.
I mean that doesn't make sense because that's not happened, does it?
No. See, this is why we don't. I'm not.
McTominay stepping forward like we were saying.
Oh.
Good shot again. That should be going out for a corner to Man
Palace
United.
2-2.
Palace 2-2.
Tremendous.
Tremendous work. Arsenal are an absolute joke, aren't
Arsenal at the Emirates as well.
they? Yeah.
Brilliant.
Some good games today.
I think Arsenal are worse than
Arsenal
us.
fan TV.
Arsenal are worse than us.
They're
Arsenal
more
have
of a
had 12
banter
years
club
to recover.
Yeah, and they're still not.
City
JJ
saying
Powell, I'm a woman.
52-45 goal.
Sorry,
James.
JJ Powell.
It's the 53rd minute. It's the 54th minute, and Dan James hasn't
You're a
scored.
woman.
I don't know what you're on about.
Thank you. then.
If you can do you know when you can write comments where you do like the little
Drop
dots
your
and stuff and
Instagram.
mix up a picture?
Drop your Instagram in the chat.
Fred.
Where you can do the little dots and it turns into like a picture of someone's face. If you can do that for your own face, JJ, that'd be very good. I'm a woman.
Need some max.
I have a ridiculous first name, so go by my nickname. What's your first name? Tell us. We won't take the mic.
No.
Unless it is really ridiculous. Then we
has
can't
to be
help
really
ourselves.
ridiculous,
Yeah. If it's stupid, we'll take the mic.
What we classing as stupid?
JJ,
tweet us Stretford. Yes, tweet us a photo.
Tweet us Instagram.
Or just write us a comment on Instagram. Respond to one of our tweets on Instagram, and we'll put you in touch with Ronaldo because he's.
Instagram.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm 78 years old.
All I know, she's from Tanzania.
She could be from Tanzania. There's nothing wrong with that.
A bit late. How the wind gets rid of bacteria.
It does. I'm pretty sure.
I think your stream is worse than our.
Yeah, exactly.
Live.
We shouldn't be that far behind. That
No,
was
'cause
about
we're
10 minutes
at-
ago we said that.
So basically,
We're at Carrow Road,
You're
though.
giving the ball away, man. Jerusha.
Jerusha.
That's not that bad.
That's not that bad.
No, that's all right.
Jerusha. That's very fancy.
Ronaldo likes it. What's the JJ? What's the second J for then?
Junior.
Just going from work. Who scored and what formation we start with? We start with a 4-2-3-1 and the goals were Rashford and McTominay.
And two missed penalties.
We missed 2 penalties. SJ, mate.
From Wales.
From Wales. Very
Wales.
interesting. Do you still live in
The
Wales?
Valleys.
How far's that in the car? 2.5 hours maybe? If it's North Wales, it's 2 hours.
It's less than that, North Wales.
Valleys.
Conway in an hour.
Put you in touch. Oh,
Oh.
Ronaldo's ill, so he might not have long to meet up with him because he probably don't have long left. Bless him.
This stream is brought to you by Tesco.
This would be lovely. Imagine if in 5 years you and JJ get married.
And he met.
That'd be lovely. Jerusha Brown, I like it. What, do you want to let it happen organically?
Just forcing it, man.
What, are you going to get in touch with her? Are you going to email her? See if we can get her email address from the comments. Palace22. We already know it's Palace22.
South Wales.
Oh, that's too far away. Forget it, mate.
Cardiff's a good night out, though. So.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not much has happened since we got the stream back on stream. Since we opened our eyes again, looking through the window at the ground which we're at.
The ground we're at looking through.
We're at the ground. We're in our special box.
We're in a nearby hotel to Carrow Road with
a
bit of
we've got some
elevation.
binoculars.
Yeah.
The timer's way out of sync. Here it is. Can we put the timer forward by a minute, Cam? Sorry, by 30 seconds. Yeah, we're on 55, 56. Rashford to James. James across.
If I got through, that would have been Pereira back post.
57:03, 04, 8, 9.
Is Palace actually 2-2?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
How Arsenal done that?
Because they're just really not good at football.
Yeah, it's good.
No, they are. But the thing is, if you watch Arsenal, they actually are. They're just, I don't know, the way they're like really, really attack orientated. Always.
I think Howson said it. Imagine being in the meeting when someone said, "We need to sort our defence. What are we going to do? We're going to sign David Luiz."
We've got that Kieran Tierney who's meant to be good. But...
Yeah. I mean, they've made a couple of good signings, but they still need a centre half and have done since I think Tony Adams left.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty desperate for a centre half.
65, 28 goal James. Wow, are you from the future?
Apparently, they tried doing a prediction before it didn't work, so they're just redoing it. Who missed the penalties? Rashford missed the first one. Martial missed the second one.
We've not really got to go in the second half, have we? It's been a bit.
Yeah, it's been a bit scrappy on it.
We've done it. Should we get rid of this off the?
Yeah, take it away, boys. Yeah, it's been a bit weird, hasn't it, second half? It looks like we're almost waiting for them to sort of do something, but they're not doing anything. No. Like we look a bit like we're lacking confidence and we're a bit nervous, but they're just not even able to really mount any kind of attack. But United have sort of stepped off the front foot a little bit. There's that ball up in the air there. McTominay heading it away. Good. Martial just got spooked out there. What's that? Someone saying there's a goal in the Liverpool match. Is that true?
I don't know.
Just checked and there's nothing coming up.
Son's big miss.
This is the better game anyway.
Much better game.
Who cares about Liverpool and Tottenham?
No one cares about the Scousers.
One, Tottenham's never a club that anyone's ever taken serious.
That's true. That is very true.
Liverpool are just, I don't know, Scouse bastards, isn't it?
Ashley Young, man.
It's a bad challenge, you know.
It's a booking that at least.
Now he's getting tired of getting ripped. Wait, Tete?
Is
he like the only player from that playing for Norwich now that was playing last time Norwich were in the Prem?
I think so.
Must have been.
Yeah.
I remember him scoring a banger. I can't remember who he scored against. Yeah.
Aaron's
from like 30 yards.
had Young just all over the place every time he squares him up. He just knows he has to step in because he knows he can't go back with him. That's a booking, isn't it? Clear booking. Not anything more than that, but just lazy. Just he ain't got the pace, so he just dives in.
Which kid? Brandon Williams on the bench.
Greenwood, Garner, all on the bench.
No Gomez because he played on and scored. I've seen his goal from in the 23s.
No, I saw that he scored. I didn't see the goal.
It's quality.
Yeah, we've got Garner, Williams, Greenwood all on the bench.
Was it for Stoke?
He was watching it.
No, I've just seen the goal.
Ball into the box from Norwich, headed away by McTominay.
He's been ditched to 21s already.
Who's been ditched by 21s?
Like been ditched to the 21s.
Well, Greenwood.
No, Gomez.
Yeah, I think so. He wasn't really playing though, was he? Not like Greenwood was at least getting some minutes. I don't
know.
The last time he's played Gomez was against Alkmaar, I think, wasn't it?
Was it Astana? Remember him being our best player against Astana?
Mm.
Yeah, he looked good against them, but
good reading the game by Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka.
Someone's going to get him with that one day, aren't they?
Martial's done that a couple of times where he just ran the complete opposite direction.
You don't know if Martial's got the energy to lead the line.
Especially coming back from injury.
It's difficult to tell at the minute.
I don't think... I've seen in the last few weeks, he's just been... done him in
What's
there.
going on there? The ref didn't even see that.
No,
he didn't.
The ref wasn't looking. Then he looked back, saw Fred on the ground, and blew the
Young's
whistle.
tackling time is like Scholes but worse. No, Scholes knew exactly what he was doing every time.
Scholes was Fernandinho in it. Young just can't do it. Chong needs to be loaned out. Yeah, I think I agree with that.
Scholes. He used to be the same in training with his tackles.
Yeah,
did he?
And he used to say to Scholes, "Why do you keep snapping me?"
Like, why not?
Scholes said, "Why not?"
Why not? Really?
Yeah.
That's funny. I didn't see that actually.
Also, teammate.
Just.
Well, that's what they were like, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
They just got everything was 100% all the time. Like, I don't think you can.
Imagine training with Roy Keane. That'd be a nightmare.
It's terrifying, wouldn't it? Every time you do something wrong, you just get fucking belted at.
We had a couple of Irish lads on the team in the States, and one was like Roy Keane, and just everything you did wrong, you just got
absolutely.
Come on,
good play by Dan James there. Okay. Stop with this 65-28 goal James nonsense.
Yo, remove this guy, man. He's either doing black magic, juju, or something like that.
Some sort of voodoo going on.
Voodoo or something.
Putting pins in his little Dan James doll. Ouch. That's what Sky Sports have gone with there.
Ouch.
As Young takes out Aaron's.
Somebody will say it's an ouch tackle.
Ouchie. Ouchie wouchie. That's what it says.
Here he is again.
Oh, shit. Not the matchup you want to see.
Ashley Young just sort of drops back. He's too scared to even go near the ball now. Good pass from Lindelof there to Pereira in the middle.
Just run him.
Yeah.
Do him.
Yeah.
Well done, Marcus. Down the wing. Good run. See, this is what he can't do as a striker. And Martial's
That's heavy.
just overplayed it.
Heavy.
He don't do that enough for me, Rashford. He doesn't take people on enough.
No, he did well there.
Well, that's why I think that's what he can't do at 9. He can't do when he's through the middle.
No. It was a poor ball at the end of it, though, wasn't it? That should have been an easy pass to Martial. He just overhit it, allowed Krull to come out and clear the ball away.
Remember seeing Martial in town, like when he signed early with his ex-wife and his kid, and he looked like his hood on. You could barely see it was him. I see him for a picture. He goes, probably sucked his teeth.
Did he give you one? Or no?
He did, but like
he was pissed.
So, like proper loud, like.
Did he make you feel embarrassed?
Yeah.
Did he take his hood down?
No, he didn't take his hood down.
To be fair, though, he's probably halfway through a divorce at that point. How many divorces has he had? He's been married twice, hasn't he? Or has he been married once?
He's married once at like
I think he's a slag, really.
What was that other one, though? Someone's sending him pictures of his naked pictures or something, or he's he had a kid with someone else and broke up with her as well, didn't he? Or something happened. He's had quite the set of relationships for a 22-year-old.
Is he only 22 still?
Maybe 23, actually.
I think he's 23.
Yeah. Either way.
Wham.
Sucked his teeth. Where were you? Do you remember where it was?
It was near Zara in town.
It?
Oh, shit. Oh.
Yeah. I saw Lindelof there with his girlfriend, actually, when he first signed for United, walking into Harvey Nichols. I didn't say anything. I just got scared.
Yeah, so you kind of just feel like.
And I always feel bad asking for pictures. Yeah.
That's so
he gets so pissed. Like his wife.
I was on the.
His wife at that point was more annoyed than him.
I was on the tram home from here.
Because after I left, other people was coming asking.
Oh yeah,
see that's the thing. That's why he didn't want one picture because he knew that.
Oh, well done, Wan-Bissaka tackling 30 yards out. Passing is shocking. Sorry, go on the tram.
On the tram with Dennis Irving the other week coming home, but I couldn't ask
coming home. No. Was it Pereira on the right, cut inside? He wants to have a shot, bless him.
He does, he loves it.
Line it up.
See, look at them, just let him have it.
It's just
every
steady,
time.
Aren't they? They've slowed it right down now, United. Although Rashford...
Don't mind that.
See, that's the thing, Rashford can use his turn of pace on the wing much more reliably than he can go forward. Yeah. I think that just there, he just turned it on for a second, didn't he? Let him go past the man. Which is something...
People talk about subs in the comments. They would. I don't think Ashley Young's getting taken off as much as I'd like him to. I think he'll leave him on. But
unless we get another goal, then you might see Williams just to give him.
I don't think Martial see out.
James on the right hand side, ball into the box.
That was actually a good chance, you know.
It was. It's just he can't.
He needs to head it back
proper 50
back toward that post with the ball.
Think about it though. Look at the shape of his head.
It's not built for heading the ball.
The shape of Rashford's head, not built for heading.
What does he need? A head with a big
Harry Maguire
leaning fringe of skull on it.
It's a bit like don't know, oblong, innit?
Oblong.
An oblong. You said
like
blong then.
Oblong.
A peanut head. Is that what you're saying?
It seems like a head that if it heads the ball, it's like unpredictable where it's going.
Who in your mind? Who's got the best head for heading? Think of like a skull. Vincent Kompany. Hanging cliff of a forehead.
Harry Maguire's got
Harry Maguire.
Yeah, you want a big flat forehead.
Heads,
Lescott had so much head.
Yeah, it did. It went on going forever.
Ashley Young.
You think he's got a good head?
No.
I think
Mike Feeling's good at a ball.
Can I say he's got a Malteser head?
You can say it more than we can say it. If any, I don't know. I'm not even sure you can say it, but you can certainly have a better chance than us. That's all I know. But it still might have been racist even with you saying it. Williams and Garner should come on in 70 minutes. I won't mind seeing one of them, but I think, like we've said, it's too risky. Look, Norwich second half, 52% possession, United 48. We could do with doing something to keep hold of the ball a little bit better. Pereira's not done much second half.
No. Yeah, Nero, and oblong head. So split the oblong and head. If you don't know what that means, Google oblong.
Yeah, Nero.
Did you go to school, Nero?
He's getting taken to school right now. How are they watching this then? We're at the ground.
Yeah,
we've got a little special booth set up, and we're watching it just through a window. People keep banging on the window asking for autographs, but we're not giving them. Rashford with the nutmeg there, keeping the ball.
Rashford doing all right.
Sorry, lads. Sorry, we'll speak to you after the game. Sorry, lads. No, yeah. We've got a few jokers here. We've got a few jokers banging on.
Your webcam.
Watch the game.
Webcam, be quiet, please.
Rashford into Martial, 40 yards out, takes it past one, opens his body up, out to Pereira on the right. Oh, lovely little crossing, low cross there. No one on the end of it. A bit more dangerous, but
I think you should have hit
a foul away here, aren't we?
Yeah, there it is.
Coming. All right, mate, steady.
Janelle,
do you think we'll ever sign a right winger? Honestly, no.
No, never.
I think we're not allowed to.
You're all right with it, mate.
Are you lining up a fart or what?
He's very much leaned over.
Proper leaning over, raising an arse cheek.
Nope.
He's gone. He's gone. Lost Ronaldo.
Max Aaron's down the right wing.
Putting Ashley Young on toast again.
No, we will sign right winger, right?
Will we?
Yeah.
We've had 10 years to... When's the last time United signed an out-and-out right winger?
Robin.
Zaha.
I don't think Zaha counts.
No? All right.
Wait.
Oh, shit.
Good block by Wan-Bissaka there.
Obertan? He was a...
that's a head of head.
When's the last...
Obertan.
Yeah. When's the last time United signed a right winger that was bought to start at right wing?
Valencia.
Daniel James.
And he still ended up as a right back.
Daniel James.
Daniel James was bought as a left winger and he wasn't bought to start every game. He just happened to have started every game.
Who then?
It's Valencia.
Bebe.
It wasn't bought to start.
No.
Like the same. When's the last time United bought a right back? Was it Raphael?
Wan-Bissaka.
Well,
before that.
Delo. No, that probably wasn't bought to start.
It wasn't bought to start, was it? That's the thing. It's weird, isn't it? United, certain positions.
Well, Darmian was bought as a right back.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I guess it would be him.
Kanchelskis.
He just didn't play.
Kanchelskis.
No. Yeah, Antonio Valencia in 2009 was the last time we signed a right winger. Last time we signed someone to come into
Di Maria, yeah, I'd probably say Di Maria
didn't
was.
play on the right wing. He played as a cam and he played on the left quite a lot.
He played everywhere.
You've got an excuse for everything. He was a right winger.
Maybe he was.
Come on.
But he didn't really. He played a lot at cam though, didn't he? Under Van Gaal.
He played centre forward.
Played centre mid as well.
Yeah, he did. Played everywhere.
Played everywhere apart from where he should be played.
Yeah, maybe.
And now for PSG this season, he's probably one of the best players in the world.
That pass he played the other day
of current form, he is actually up there with best player.
When he is on form, he is one of the best players in the world. But he just didn't do it for United, did he?
Nip out.
Where are you going?
Bathroom break.
Good lad. Bring me one.
Yeah.
It's weird how United have just given up possession in the second half. I don't really understand it.
Well, this has been an uneventful half.
It hasn't it? Jobber, we're playing like it's the 85th minute. Yeah, we are.
We haven't really come out for this second half
at all. No, I reckon we could do with a couple of subs, to be honest, just to sort of shake things up a bit. But it gets to this time of the game, every game. It happened against Liverpool. It happened the other night where around the 60th minute, United's midfield gets tired and they start being allowed possession. Norwich are allowed possession, and we don't have any midfielders to bring on. We've got Garner, who's 18. We've got who else? Is Matic even on the bench? Norwich in the box here, under his feet, bobbled, cleared by Young. United don't have any midfielders to bring on that can change the game, that can keep possession. Di Maria played at Cam in his last season at Madrid, and we played more matches at left wing than right wing. Alexis Sanchez was bought as a left winger. He didn't play. He doesn't play right wing very much. He played at centre forward for Arsenal.
It was a right winger for Udinese
and for Barca,
and a right wing for Barcelona.
Yeah, but after that, we didn't sign him as a right winger.
I don't know what we signed him as.
No, he didn't really do much, did he? Get Brandon on. Need a bit of bite in the team. I wouldn't mind seeing Brandon.
That was the case to get Suarez. Funny joke.
Still 1-1 at Liverpool.
Why are you laughing then, Web Pab?
Di Maria didn't even get played at United. Sad would have been a very good player for us. Yeah, that could be said. Norwich are piling the pressure on now. Shot on target there. Easily smothered by De Gea at his near post. Yeah, something needs to change here, doesn't it? Norwich are slowly putting on more and more pressure, and United aren't being able to do anything about it. No, Norwich are piling the pressure on though. I know. Say no more.
Okay. Why has something been said?
Yeah,
something's been said, hasn't
it? Who's that? They're just keeping the ball much better than us. I don't know why. What happens? Why can't we keep the ball? I was just saying before, maybe the midfield's tired or something. Rashford into Martial on the edge of the box. Great ball back to Rashford. Takes a touch. Back heel to Martial.
Oh, what a goal.
Brilliant goal. Great interplay from Rashford and Martial there. 2 goals.
Cam's loving it.
Assist and a goal for Rashford.
All right there, mate. It was that good. It was just
kind of
a really
good goal.
What a finish.
That was like York and Cole, that wasn't it? Back
when you shut the lid, I was expecting Norwich to
I honestly thought, when you did that, I thought...
Why is it like York and Cole?
Because they're the last players from Man United who passed the ball to each other and scored goals.
This is very good.
And that is it.
Oh.
What was it?
Look how defensive he got there. It's funny.
Lovely goal. Really good. All right, then Tevez and Rooney, that won it. Back heels. Lovely. Lovely finish by Martial as well. Just stabbed it over Krul as he came out.
1+1+1.
Right, are we going to win then?
I reckon we're going to win.
This is brilliant. That ball around the corner from Martial is brilliant. The back heel is fantastic. And
let's get a fourth. We're about to be 4-0 FC again.
4-0 FC. You take it.
Don't get too giddy.
3-0 away. What's happening? It should be 5-0. We've battered them. I mean, we've been crap second half, but it should be. This game should be 5-0.
I think
that's crazy.
Everyone's saying like Norwich have like flattered a bit this season. I think they've had a couple of good performances. But
they're terrible.
They're really
they're not terrible. They're just very naive as always. Every time they're in here.
What are you doing here?
What's going on here?
The goal.
I can see it.
Well, the reason that we reacted like that is because I already knew that we'd scored. That's why we reacted like that. He's taking the mick out of us for clapping when United scored. It's hard to pretend that we didn't know the goal had gone in.
Oh, bloody fantastic. That's ACL, that.
Scholes or Cantona? What? What? Either? No. Which one? If we could have one in this team.
Who's your favourite Man United player of all time? Is the question.
Oh, favourite Man United player. Oh, okay.
Wait, if Norwich get a goal, my prediction is perfect.
Should you put money on it?
I'm not a gambler. Sinful.
What's
Bro.
he doing?
What is that celebration? What's it for? Do we know?
West Ham, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Liverpool 2-1.
Of course they fucking are. Liverpool are
Wait,
bastards.
It's Martial celebration.
Has it got a penalty again, Leicester?
Oh, yeah.
Liverpool.
Jacob. Was that
what do
a
you
good...
think the chances are that was a shit penalty that Liverpool got awarded today?
Greenwood on.
Jacob, can I ask a question?
See,
Jacob?
this is when you want to be bringing on Mason Greenwood. 3-0
Martial's
up.
got
Have a good
chasing
laugh.
the
game, yeah.
What was Jacob thinking about Martial's goal, though? Good finish? Decent?
I think he likes Martial more than you're giving him credit, to be honest. But I like your little rivalry with him.
Like a little middle-aged rivalry.
Salah. Wasn't a pen.
Was it not?
No.
Is that what they said?
Well, no.
Oh, you could turn that down.
Calm
Cheers,
yourself, mate.
He didn't score from the pen.
I've Tottenham bottled it, bastards.
Because that's just Tottenham.
That's Tottenham for you, isn't it?
You actually can't rely on Tottenham for anything.
No.
I remember being the biggest Tottenham fan ever in the Champions League final last season.
I wore a white Nike t-shirt on purpose.
People replying
That
to
was as
the...
far as my...
I was in I was at uni, so it was showing in the student union.
Yeah.
Everyone's there, and obviously you got a bunch of people,
So
Liverpool
Liverpool get a dodgy
like
decision.
fans, a few Tottenham
again.
fans,
And then REA just
and I
being
was
a bit...
just in there thinking Tottenham.
Jacob OC, lovely finish from Martial.
Silly to
It
rely
was.
on them though.
People suggesting that Liverpool shouldn't have been given a penalty. They just get penalties all the time.
It wasn't
though,
a pen.
don't
It
they?
wasn't a penalty.
What?
It wasn't a pen.
What do you mean?
They
Liverpool
didn't...
didn't score from a pen.
They
They
scored
did.
from-
I've just seen it.
Did they?
Just seen it go in. Yeah.
Oh. When I saw it, no, because on
Maybe-
the Sky one, it normally says goal.
Yeah.
Pen. It just said Salah.
So
Yeah.
we're getting excited
Mostly.
because we're going we're up to 7th, which is Europa. It goes.
We're actually up to 8th, I think.
Yeah, we're not even that good.
Yeah. Oh no, we're up to 7th. What? That's
Yeah.
changed. Oh, is it because it's because Tottenham have lost? We needed Tottenham to lose. That's why we were
Yeah.
8th. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? As much as I don't want Liverpool to win, Tottenham losing isn't that bad.
Every
That's
cloud.
the good thing about those games, isn't it? Someone has to drop points. Another goal for
Worry about it, isn't it? It's
Liverpool for
yeah,
Tottenham.
that's
Good, though. His knee's gone.
Cruciates. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's minging.
Do you think he's done it?
Yeah.
What did he do? He sort of
That
stamped
test,
in on it,
that's the
didn't it?
test they do when they kind of bend it. That's
His knee's gone.
my mate had it done. He did it twice in a year. And it's
Jesus.
just-
NH28. United fans are negative even when winning 3-0.
we're not
How far are we
negative.
falling as a fan base? There's a fine line between negativity and
Positivity.
I'll find the word.
You have a little break.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
There's a fine line between
getting the
negativity and realism. What I'm saying.
I don't think we've been that negative. I think first off we were quite positive. Obviously, it's easy to sort of dwell on the fact that we've missed 2 penalties. That's easy to be negative about. But second half,
I think this
Norwich
United
had more
team,
possession than us up until the goal. So obviously,
I
3-0
think we're
we're
just-
happy with that.
they can't. He can't give anything for that. Surely
It's not, no.
he's not going. He's just it.
What's our record against big teams so far this season? Pretty good, isn't it? Oh.
Beat Chelsea.
Beat
Drew
Chelsea.
against Arsenal. Drew against Liverpool.
Yeah. Beat
Beat
Leicester,
Leicester.
if you want to call them a big team. Well, they're 3rd in the league, so you'd have to call
Yeah,
them a
you'd
big
have to.
team.
They're out there beating Premier League teams 9-0. They must be.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're 3rd. I mean, they've got the second best goal difference in the league.
Banter.
They're
It's mad how
3rd in
football
the league.
works. They beat Southampton 9-0, and then we drew on the same pitch.
And we beat.
But then again, we
Leicester.
beat Leicester.
Yes.
So yeah, exactly. It's weird.
McTominay.
Lovely little
Seven
touch
dreams.
there. Keep the ball. Keep the ball. Keep the ball. Well done.
United fans are
James.
not realist. Well,
Dan
we are.
James is fast as out. Chips it in. No. You what?
United fans are not realist. What?
What does that mean? Should we be more negative or more positive? What's up with you? I think we are being realists, aren't we? I don't know. Depends what you think is real. Defensive positioning has been great for United. Maybe. Yeah, they've not made many chances. They had that one chance. Pookie at the near post probably should have scored that one, shouldn't he?
I think defensively overall. I think for the
Defensively,
whole
overall,
season, I
this
think we've been
season
all right.
quite good, yeah. I think once we get a left back in, whether that's Williams with a few more games under his belt, whether that's Shaw coming back, Young has been the clear and obvious weak link in the defence tonight.
Yeah.
I've seen a few times him stepping in on errands and just getting skinned time and time again. But generally, the back 4 is pretty solid. The back 5 is pretty solid. And look how De Gea hasn't really made many mistakes this season because he hasn't been pressed and had as much to do as he did last season. I think it brings the best out of everyone, doesn't it?
I think it's simple. Just struggled to score goals.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Centre back struggling.
Who's
now.
better at football out of you four? Well,
I'm at the bottom of the list.
I mean, Ronaldo.
Ronaldo's
That's the
the
question.
yeah.
Who's that?
Ronaldo's the best one out of us 4, yeah. 5 million.
Only just like, but
yeah. Well, I mean, I wish it wasn't the case,
slightly
but
better
yeah.
than Alex and Joe. I've not seen Ryan play, so I can't.
He's way better than me and Alex.
Yeah,
like
he is a
Paul-
lot better.
Could be like Paul Scholes.
Just because he looks
Why
like
is that?
Paul Scholes. Yeah, being racist.
Why?
Because he's a good player.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I thought he was going to give it
Rashford
one.
running into... Is it Tete running into there?
I think it's 2 of them.
Funny name. Funny name,
Cameron's woke up now.
Webcam behind the camera.
Yeah, now he's got his insulin.
Likes
He's,
to watch
he's a new
webcam
man.
videos.
Nah, he
It
just
was a
stands
proper
still.
miserable office before this game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Everyone's getting stressed out. Everyone's sad.
What did Chelsea score? 4-2. Pulisic hat-trick.
Freddie is
Chelsea
very
actually flying, aren't
underestimated.
they?
Yeah, Chelsea are flying.
I don't know about Fred.
Chelsea equal on points with Leicester. Just
Everyone thought they
10
were getting
less
relegated
goals.
when they were losing 4-0.
Jesse Lingard
Against
coming on for
United.
Dan James.
This lad's getting a break. Still, Rashford's going to play 90 minutes again. You can see it.
Lingard's starting to age.
Well,
a bit,
he
you
had
can tell.
the
Look at him. Look at Lingard. He
He's
looks...
got a bit of a beard now.
What's he
He's got a
doing?
bit more of a
Lingard's
beard.
just. Do you think he's going for a different hairstyle? Or something? He's
Nah,
just left that.
No,
hasn't
that's
he?
a non-existent hairstyle.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I mean, do you think he's transitioning
like-
between hairstyles?
No, he looks like he's not had a trim in weeks.
It looks like sort
Things
of
done on
that
purpose.
square, longer sides
Like,
on it.
take a bit of...
If you was like
Pressure
a
away.
footballer like this on TV every so week or so, would you like keep on top of your like hair and? Your
I'd keep it like Crespo. I'd go full Crespo on it.
Andy Carroll.
Andy Carroll. No, I'd have it down like Crespo. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have it like that.
flowing.
Headband, hair down. I think. What would you do? You'd keep it as is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to, wouldn't you?
Looking like Asu Okoto.
He used to have his tied up though, didn't he? He didn't have it down.
Yeah, these hair so many different ways.
I liked it that when he had. I liked it when he had the big afro for a while. That was good.
Was that when he had
Wait.
different boots on each feet? as
And now
well?
those weed proverbs.
What?
Come again?
Lingardo is on.
Please clip that.
Garner on for Ferreira.
I would love if
We
Greenwood
need
scores
coming-
and Garner.
oh, Garner
on.
coming on,
Garner's getting
class.
on. Good lad. See, this is the thing we said. We want to see some changes, but at 2-0, it was always a bit of a risk. This is why it's good. You get more goals, people get better game time, and you can take off players who need a rest. A wrist.
Wrist.
Wait, Cam thinks he's that thing from the X-Men. What's it?
What the Cyclops?
Cyclops.
The Cyclops man from X-Men who's got like a thing across his eyes and he shoots beams out of his eyes.
Is his
Beans,
thing like
beans,
where
beans.
if he ever took that thing off, his eyes would just constantly beam?
As if his
Yeah,
eyes
that was
are
it.
open, isn't it? 'Cause I think
Yeah.
He'd have to walk.
in
around
some of the
like
prequels, he just wears glasses when he's a kid, sunglasses to stop it.
that. You've never seen X-Men?
Not even one of them.
Not one.
X-Men 2 was brilliant.
X-Men's a good franchise.
The original
It is.
trilogy was good. I don't
Yeah.
know about the rest of them.
Is it? It's not connected in any sort of way to Marvel, is it?
No,
it
it's
is
not in
Marvel,
the-
but
it's
it's
not
not.
the
But it's
MCU.
not.
is
Yeah.
it?
No, but
Because they're owned by a different company.
But then
Yeah.
Quicksilver's X-Men, and then Scarlet Witch is MCU, and they're related. They're brother and sister.
Are they? Well, there's always been that, like, like Spider-Man's
Look at
owned by
this.
Sony and all that stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
You look like
And
we're actually playing
Scarlet
the
Witch in
football.
the MCU, they say her dad is Magneto.
Incognito window.
Seen it 3 times.
I haven't watched it.
3
Don't spoil it because
times.
I need to see it. United keeping the ball nicely
We
in
actually
midfield.
look
Garner
like-
is it with a little what's he doing? Conducting the midfield slightly there,
Yeah.
coming on either side of Ashley Young to pick the ball up. Maguire stepping up into the midfield. Look at this, Lingard pressing against the back four.
Is it?
Open
Why not?
space.
Strike
Just
bad.
whipped it over. This is more like it though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Drawing them out and then playing through them. I feel sorry for Lingard. I think he's a better player than he gets credit for.
Jimmy G on, and I don't mean Garoppolo. Are you an NFL fan, Jacob? Could be friends after all.
Imagine if you two were just best mate.
Right,
Yeah.
Jacob, what do you think of the 49ers though this season?
Jacob,
Unbeaten.
what are you doing tonight, mate? You want to come for a drink or something?
49ers unbeaten, but I don't think it's because of Jimmy G
Is it
though.
4-0 or the 4-0 this or
Have the
6-0?
Dolphins won a game yet?
No, I don't think so.
What about Jaguars? They're my team. I like the Jacksonville Jaguars
Jaguars, why do you like them?
because my grandparents live in Jacksonville.
Is that Florida?
And I like the 49ers as well.
Jaguars, all right. They've traded probably one of the best players,
Yeah,
Jalen Ramsey.
X-Men 3 was a gigantic bucket of piss. Almost killed the entire franchise.
It wasn't. It was the worst one out of the 3, but
Cheers, Truth Enigma, mate.
gigantic. Was it bucket of
Gigantic
piss?
bucket of piss,
It's
yeah.
a bit harsh.
A bit harsh, that.
He's done.
Yeah, bucket of piss.
Maybe a flask.
Also, when does a bucket become like a bath? Because a gigantic bucket to me is a bath. Or does it have to have a handle on to be a bucket? What do we think? Because you can't really have a gigantic bucket, can you?
So what you're saying is basically is a gigantic bucket is a bath.
Yeah.
And then a gigantic bucket is a pool.
Yeah. Yeah,
but I think
pool's more of a hole in the ground, though, isn't it?
It has to be able to move, I think, to be a bucket.
Right. So if it's fixed, if it's because when does a bucket
but you can have a pool like above.
Again, I think
it's like a portable pool. Or
so a bucket has a handle on it.
Of some sort, yeah.
Yeah.
You have like a side handle on it or something. Even.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Lingardinho to score next. I hope so. Hopefully.
Arsenal 3-2.
Bastards.
Socrates
again,
double.
2 goals. Jesus. It's weird, isn't it? They've got the shittest defence out of anyone in the top 6 and the best attack. Well, one of the best attacks, and it's their defenders scoring all the goals. Who's playing for them? Is Thingy playing for him? Aubameyang.
He wasn't playing in midweek, so I'd imagine he started today.
Yeah, Aubameyang and Lacazette up front. Pretty interesting.
Centre halves have scored all 3 of the goals.
Yeah.
The thing is, they're going to win 3-2, but DT and that are still going to be pissed.
Probably.
And that's where United fans need to get. Like, if you win,
I've actually realised DT actually does. He's not much of a gloater when Arsenal do win. He just still has something negative to say.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of people, isn't it?
Says papering over the cracks. That's what he says after every game.
I don't watch all that stuff, to be honest.
Nah, it's hilarious, man. Especially when they lose.
When they lose badly, it's the funniest thing to see.
Why do you think they've got 1 million subscribers?
Well, that's why because people just want to see Arsenal fans getting upset.
Arsenal fan
angry,
TV has become big and huge and famous off their failure.
Yeah, exactly. Which
That's
is
the
funny,
craziest thing.
Yeah, they wouldn't
Rashford,
be any good.
lovely bit of play there out to James, and he just waited too long to
They
make
wouldn't
that
be any
pass.
good if they were winning.
No. Probably not.
It's like imagine Man City had a TV, it just wouldn't be like.
I think they did
well done,
once upon a time, and obviously it never took off.
I mean, they haven't got enough fans anyway.
They haven't got enough fans.
They ain't got enough fans, and
they probably all have the IQ of what? A pencil.
Arsenal's third goal was disallowed. Back to 2-2, lads.
Fantastic.
Way!
How do you know?
I mean, Sky Sports says it. Decision overturned, no goal. What was it? Lacazette scramble in the area before Lacazette pokes the ball to Socrates. It doesn't say actually why it was disallowed yet.
It's brilliant.
Probably just because it's funny, innit? The ref just like, funny, innit? That'd be good.
Conspiracy,
like
innit?
Conspiracy, innit?
United fans have turned into Arsenal fan TV. It's terrible. We've not.
Not quite to the same extent. Come on, be honest. I mean, to be fair,
we can laugh at us being shit. And just take it too seriously.
They've had an extra 10 years of being shit.
Go on, Fred.
Go on, lad. Fred.
He's done.
Just don't trust him to get that in, do you?
Where did that turn of pace come from?
Yeah.
Come though.
Fred's nippy.
Garner with a pass. Look at that. Through 3 men there.
That was actually a pass.
He whipped that in, didn't he?
He's a player, isn't he?
Yeah, he can pass. That's the thing. United is one of the few players for United who can actually pass the ball. I don't actually know what happened there.
So subtle.
I just saw one word and then changed it. But
I thought Thingy.
Someone wrote the magic G word in the chat. I'm
Ah.
scared. It might have just been a lie.
Yeah.
Because I've had people predicting goals that have been in and that never happened.
Probably that Illuminati guy.
Yeah. Garner 65-48 goal. Remember that before? Not Garner. Sorry. Oh no!
Oh.
McTominay gave the ball away into the box. 3-1. Terrible defending. Norwich have scored.
That's fucking
3-1. Ronaldo, mate.
3-1. Oh shit! My prediction.
He walked through there, didn't he?
He just walked through.
I don't think the odds on that would have been amazing.
No.
I don't know. Us scoring 3 goals would have been quite high.
It'd been 20, 30 to 1.
I think 30 to 1.
I reckon me 20 is something like that. At
Yeah.
least.
McTominay just gave the ball away.
would
He
be
just
like
didn't take it with him, did he?
There's one mistake, and then there's a
I know, but
comedy.
he walked through here.
There,
No tackle there.
Shocking.
Maguire went too far over, didn't he?
He couldn't do anything. Once he got past Garner, that was it.
Something was always going to go slightly bad
Comeback
today.
zone.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Nah, surely not.
It's fairly central as well, that finish.
Yeah, but
It's too low, too hard. I think you can't expect De Gea to save that from there.
Don't fucking concede again, Jesus Christ.
panicking now here, aren't we?
No, they score now with panic stations.
If this ends up 3-3,
No.
I'll eat all of my hair. Only body hair, though.
Only body.
Yeah.
what are you
For God's
doing
sake,
there, man?
Lingard.
He's a bit. Now Greenwood just a little bit weak.
Who scored? Who did score? I don't know who it was.
The lad they brought on at half time.
Yeah.
That's all I can.
God, I don't know. I don't know who that player is. It was Hernandez who scored for Norwich.
Get up.
Get up, you know.
Fuck for that.
Spin.
Yeah, he spun a bit late, innit?
Yeah, he did. It's because he was half expecting that he had to pick it up himself. I don't think he was ready for Lingard to get it.
Sauce just tired his run his out. Come on, professional footballers.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like
Good tackle from Lingard there.
Pucker with a late brace. What is he, a pie?
Yeah.
Pucker with a late brace. Don't know who Pucker is, mate.
Don't know who Pucker is, mate. Joel Zapster, great name. Message retracted. Oh,
no.
I feel bad for him.
You delete it.
He's going to put another one in. He's going to put another one in.
Sorry, Joel, mate. We didn't mean to make you feel bad. Tottenham and Arsenal losing points. I love it. Yeah, but Liverpool winning points. I won't mind 2-2
there. He
there.
is.
Pucky with a late brace. He's back.
6
minute stoppage time for no reason whatsoever. How
Just
can you have 2 penalties in the first half that had VAR both times and we had like 2 minutes stoppage time? It's the same every time.
Thanks, Cam.
Refs just don't give. Refs just don't give long stoppages in the first half for some reason.
Views on Fred this game.
Yeah.
He's been all right. He's not done anything wrong.
No.
You've been average, innit?
Average.
Nigel Average.
In fact, I'm shitting myself 3-1 up against Norwich.
Maybe you just
It's
need a
not
poo.
good, is it?
I had one before the game.
Did you?
Pre-game.
So it's mad. Yeah, like I said, this is edgy now, isn't it? This is edgy.
I'm all over the place.
Dude, a nugget just came out there. Just one little rabbit poo fell out there. Who is it? What's his name? That guy? I don't know who he is.
Who?
The guy. Him.
Hernandez.
Oh, is that the one who
That's
scored?
what scored the goal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's been probably their best player, hasn't he?
Saying that Fred's bang average and United have lowered the standards. I don't think he is bang average. I think he's just.
There's a player in there. I just don't know if I ever see it.
Yeah, I think he's a good player who puts in average performances.
Yeah.
Fred.
And I think he might be one of them that will
I think he's
look
one of them.
better around better players.
Yeah, I think that could be said for everyone from United, though, couldn't it?
I think Fred's one of them that can do like a little bit of a moment of brilliance that like a few on your pitch can do.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
he's dribbling and he's turning and he's got a good long shot on him as well. He's got a lot of good qualities,
That's
but
what you're saying.
just inconsistent.
I don't know why he don't take more free kicks for us either, because remember him scoring some proper good ones at Shakhtar.
Max Aarons is so dynamite.
Jesse
tackle.
Lingard with a great
Lingard
tackle, but Aarons picks it back up and then
That's
foul's
ref.
Garner there. That's a free kick to United.
Max Aarons looks like 15, isn't it?
Yeah. So does Garner. Yeah, we've been all right today. Better performance. Certainly the best away performance that we've put in since probably since PSG.
Yeah,
like we didn't look. I think we look a lot better than we did in midweek.
Definitely.
Scoring 3 goals at all is brilliant. Scoring 3 goals away, excellent. We're not upset with this, are we? This is a great result. Even though Norwich are probably the worst team in the league.
Can only beat what's in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. Which we haven't been doing. So yeah, it's certainly a massive step up. And also, let's face it, like we said, it should be 5-0, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
We've missed 2 penalties. We've dominated the game. Rashford with a smashing it over the bar from a free kick. Yeah, we've dominated the game. Norwich looked quite good for 20 minutes.
No, Rashford needs to... So wait, when's Rashford off free kicks then?
I
don't care about house and statistics about he's got the same expected goals, this, blah, 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 blah. I just see every one of his free kicks go over.
Yeah, I know.
When was the last one he scored?
He scored 1.
Celta Vigo, probably. No, did he not score in the Cardiff game? Ole's first one back from miles away.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? But we haven't got many other free kick takers. I suppose you said, like I said, Fred scored a few.
Even Pereira technical-wise isn't bad.
No.
Hay doesn't look good there, does he? Looks a bit.
Good run by Rashford there. Can Fred find him?
Nope.
That's one of them passes. No, that's one of them passes where you much rather overhit.
Yeah, exactly. You just hit it straight into the defender. See, this is what Lingard's good at: breaking through the lines, make the pass.
Nice.
Greenwood. Oh. Unlucky. Brilliant by Jesse Lingard there.
He's been good since he's come on.
Yeah, he has. Good. And again, we saw before that tackle he put in.
Yeah.
And then we won the foul from Garner being fouled. He does that better than anyone else, I think, for United.
Would you get any of Norwich's players if they were relegated?
Nope.
No.
Max
Maybe
Aaron's.
Aaron's has played alright.
But to be fair, I think we've got a few right backs, haven't we?
Yeah.
With Wan-Bissaka and Dalot. But
I'd
still a
maybe
player,
take
though, isn't he?
Pookie as a backup striker.
I don't know. I think maybe he just had that. I think he just had a bit of a run of form, didn't he? Where
But just to have a
he was
number.
Championship top scorer when he last season.
Yeah, but it's weird, isn't it? Because sometimes players just don't translate from the Championship.
What, David Nugent.
Yeah, and Gray as well.
someone in there saying, "Are we still Ollie out?" I don't think
Never been Ollie out.
No one here has ever been Ollie out.
Who's that? Greenwood. Greenwood should have scored that, really, shouldn't he? But good chance.
Okay, gone.
Gone. Okay. Put someone on his.
I see you, innit? I see you.
He's
good, isn't he?
Yeah.
Everything's two touch.
Yeah. Both feet.
Max.
Good little shimmy, good dummy in him as well. Yeah, I like Garner. Alan's got 95-18 gone now, so almost
probably that.
I think we can safely say United are going to win this one.
This is it. First win in the Premier League since away
2001.
Yeah.
But no, when was the last? Yeah, when was United's last away Premier League game?
Palace, I think.
What, last season?
That must have been.
Was that before the?
Yeah,
That was before the Paris game because Lukaku got a brace in that one.
Oh yeah, because he got 2 goals in that, 2 goals in the game before that.
Southampton, and then 2 goals against Paris.
Yeah. Yeah. Brilliant. We're back, lads. Top 4.
Yeah.
Top 2. Fuck it. You know what I mean? City is shit. We can overtake them. Pushing Liverpool for the title. There's no reason we can't do it.
I think that is that full time.
Full time. 3-1 Man United.
Yes, lads.
And we'll see you very soon for the review as well. Cheers.
Thank you for tuning in.